Hello. I am ready and raring to go, I say, as I'm very much dreading this stream. But hi, hope everyone's doing well today. There's probably still a decent chunk of the song left, yeah, so we're gonna pause that. And hop over to Super Paper Mario once again. We probably have 2 more streams of this left if my estimations are correct, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, I think we're all ready to go. So, last stream, I got partway through the pit of 100 trials and died. So, because of that, we had to play through it again and actually live. The problem with that was I was planning to do 2 runs to the pit anyway, to get to the super boss. But the problem with that is I didn't have enough time. So we are back today to try to actually get to the true boss of the Pit of 100 Trials. I need to remember to actually appeal more, or like stylish move more. The problem is it's like kind of a weird motion. So like it's good for points, it's like, I don't know, a lot of work, I guess. You kind of have to like flick your wrist in a certain way that I find it deeply uncomfortable after a long play session. In my attempts of doing it, I've lost 4 health already, so that's great. But hi Peter, welcome on in, hope everyone's doing well today. Yeah, this should be a pretty chill stream again like last time, even though last time we spent most of the second run in particular like rambling about like gaming stuff, which, yeah, not the cheeriest topic. But we should have a fairly smooth time here. I hope, at least. So yeah, we're just gonna go through all the floors again. Did you know what? Did you know gaming? I do know gaming. You're pretty? Aw, thank you. I do my best to be pretty, and cute, and funny, and entertaining. I don't know if I always succeed. Sometimes I feel like I definitely don't regulate bits very well, to the point of overdoing it a fair amount. So, I'm oddly restrained on my own streams compared to everyone else's streams. Which I should actually do more collab stuff. Something is in the works, mind you. Very tentatively in the works for, I think, sometime in the next couple months. Not really something with a definite time allotted, but yeah, me and some friends have been talking about doing a little funny collab, and I also have another project that me and my partner said we'd do like months ago, like April, and we still haven't done it, so we still have to do that. Again, it's kind of a mystery game, though I think multiple people have actually let it slip at this point what it will be, so I actually need to talk to Zahn about that a bit more. Let's play Monster Prom? Hell yeah, I just need to actually get better at scheduling things. My problem is just asking, ow. Like, I'm bad at asking to arrange things. It's like even with Zahn, you know, my own partner, I struggle to actually, you know, just be like, yo, we should collab sometime. Or just like, you know, I don't know. But either way, we shall continue on through the pit. I'm trying to think of stuff to talk about as we make our way through here. This week has been something. I can't elaborate, but it has been something. Hi GB, thank you for the head pats, and welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing okay. Yeah, I'm feeling all over the place emotionally. I thought you thought I was taking a break today. Basically, because I was not able to get through the pit both times last stream, I'm like, I'm gonna just do a stream to get through the second run, so we'll be on track for Friday finishing the game. Because I want to start Mario Galaxy next week, next Monday. So to do that, I need to pick up the pace on this game. Either I stream 2 days, or I do like a 4.5-hour stream on Friday, which is not a good idea for my health. So of the two options, I figured just doing an extra stream today would be helpful. I think it was partially depending on energy, but energy-wise, I'm feeling okay at the moment. I didn't actually need the break after all. Albeit I am mildly concerned about a few things going on, but nothing in my control, so I'm just vibing. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot else to add, if I'm being honest. It's been pretty chill. Again, a lot of like projects and plans like early in the works, but nothing concrete enough to announce yet, I think is kind of where I'm at in general. Which again, I know is very non-committal, but that's just kind of where things stand at the moment. These warp pipes are dangerous because sometimes they'll just pop out and an enemy will be literally there and you will automatically take damage. It's great, I love it. Totally fair design. Imagine coming out of a pipe and immediately running into a Cursia and then getting warped out of the dungeon. Like, that would really suck. Again, this might still, you know, even though I'm feeling okay, this might still be a low-key stream just to conserve energy. Yeah, I'm not a fan of having to do this twice, I'm not gonna lie. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are maxed out, but what do you got? We also don't have money. Every time there's an Ultra Shroom, well, that was actually like double price, so it's not a good deal anyway, but also, every time he has an Ultra Shroom is when our inventory's full and we don't have enough money. Ow, that deals 8 damage, that's kind of absurd. Yeah, no, that's rough. You gotta be careful here. We're almost to a level up though, so I'm not sweating it too much at the moment. It's the next level up I'm worried about, because that's gonna take a long time to get to. It should be 121. 210,000, I think, is the next level up, so we need like 7,300 more points. I was trying. I always joke about being a math gay, and yet I'm actually not that good at math anymore. I used to be good at math, but ever since like, you know, dropping out of college, I feel like I kind of am not as good at math. Partly because I don't need math skills outside of that degree. I also wonder how much it's a trauma response to college of like just not liking to think about math because of how traumatic college was for a lot of reasons that I don't want to get into. There was one weird gaming announcement today. Tales of Berseria is getting a remaster, and I don't get it. Hi Mario, welcome on in. But yeah, I don't understand why they're remaking this or remastering this game, because it's like a PS4 game. It was PS3 technically, it was like 2016, but then they actually put it on PS4, and the Western release I think was both. But primarily, actually the Western release might have just been PS4. The one that was dual release might have been in the West, might have been Zestiria actually. So I own both. The problem is I haven't played either. The reason I haven't played either is I am obsessive compulsive. Like, to just be really blunt about it. So, I know Zestiria is not good apparently, but I feel like I would want to play it before playing Berseria. So yeah, that just requires playing a game I probably will not like in order to understand better for better context for a game that I will enjoy, because a lot of people like Berseria a fair amount. So many modern games getting remixed for no other reason than money, yeah. Like, Tales of Excelia just got a remaster last month, like late last month, and that one I can justify because nothing is back compatible to PS3. So if you wanted to play Tales of Excelia, you would have to buy a PS3. So that's a game where it's like, okay, yes, the remaster is totally justified, I'm okay with that. But yeah, Berseria is like, you can play it on PlayStation 4. This could have just been a Switch port, for all I care. And I'd be fine with it. But again, Graces and Excelia are the PS3 games, so I can actually kinda shrug that off a bit. It's also why I dislike... One thing I do dislike about Symphonia and Excelia, though, is both games have sequels. Dawn of the New World, whether you like it or not, I'm in the not camp. It is only on Wii and PS3. So like, if you want to play Dawn of the New World, you'd have to get the PS3 version or the Wii version. I think I had the Wii version, actually, and I sold it because I didn't like the game. I finished it. I didn't enjoy it that much. One thing I remember... Two things I remember about that game. The voice cast. For example, the main character, Lloyd Irving, is Scott Menville. Or like Teen Titans Robin in the first game. And then Dawn of the New World, I think he's voiced by Monokuma from Danganronpa. So that's weird. But... just the new characters, Emil and Marta, are just not particularly enjoyable characters in my opinion. IMO. And then the old characters are kind of like not handled the best in my opinion from what I remember. So Dawn of the New World is like a game I don't really like, but it's like I like preserving bad games too. And I feel like I would be less mad at them charging, you know, $40 to $50 for Symphonia and Symphonia 2 than just Symphonia 1 and just never remastering Dawn of the New World. Again, it's not even a good game, but it would have made the value proposition a bit better. But also, there's Excelia 2. That was also a PS3 exclusive. So again, you have the very awkward conundrum of... That was a bad time for a lag spike. But yeah, you have the conundrum of... Oh shoot. The sequel's only on one console, where is it? Why couldn't they have just done a bundle? Okay, that's a really cheap game, thank you. It's like charging like $40 to $50 for just Excelia feels kinda iffy to me compared to if they had charged like $50 to $60 even for both games. Like I would have been happy paying $60 for both. But $50 for one does not feel great, to be honest. I don't even know how Excelia runs on like Switch. Cause it's probably a game I'd probably play on Switch or PS4 or 5. Like, I think about Resident Evil 4 Remake. I know that game is very polarizing because of it being a remake of a game that's literally been re-released on every console in the history of humankind. However, the one thing I do appreciate is it's a reimagining, so it's like a fresh take on it to the point where, one, if you don't like it, the original's right there. Two, it is at least trying to have its own identity in a lot of ways while still kind of preserving aspects of the original in a way that I think still makes it a decent, like, standalone game. Even though I don't think it's, like, a proper replacement for the original because it is so different. The other problem with that mentality is, with Resident Evil specifically, RE4, most games don't have that luxury of having every version available on every platform ever released since the game came out. So like, on one hand, is it overkill? Absolutely. On the other hand, I wish more games were available and everything. It's like, I wish I could just go on like the Steam store or whatever and just buy like Resident Evil 1 through 3 Classic. They're on GOG, for what it's worth. But I wish they were available more widely, though GOG I think helped with the port also, which is why it's an exclusive. But like, Resident Evil remakes are so different from the classic games that they don't replace, the remakes don't replace the originals. I think is the best way I can think to describe it. It's like, it's a companion to the original almost, more so than a replacement. And so I wish the originals were available. But that's just kind of my stance on it. Like, I would love, like, every time we see, oh, Silent Hill 2 is on sale, it's like, wait, Silent Hill 2? Oh, wait, the remake. Gotcha. But it's confusing, and also, like, these are not entirely the same game. Like, these are very different in a lot of ways. Like, I shudder to think of Bloober Team remaking Silent Hill 3. I know they're remaking 1 next, which is like, oh, thank goodness we're spared a little bit. I know a lot of people are like, oh, Bloober had the redemption arc with Silent Hill 2. I'm still not like 100% on board with them, I'll be real. Because I know some of the games have had some very iffy specifically, they've been very iffy on portrayals of women, so that just makes me kind of jaded about them handling, like, Silent Hill 3 specifically. Like, 1 will probably be okay, and 2 is probably okay, but I definitely, like, side-eye them being in charge of remaking 3 eventually, if that ever happens. Because, like, 3 is such a, like, unique, like, lightning in a bottle kind of game. It's like why Silent Hill F I think is doing as well as it is, because it just hits themes that have kind of not been focused on that much. It's also led to the fascinating discussion about, like, you know, Silent Hill being focused from, like, a female perspective about, like, horrors of society, and, like, yeah, no, this isn't entirely new. Silent Hill 3 already exists. It's like, if I were to play a Silent Hill, God help me, it probably would be 3. But just because thematically it's more interesting to me than 2. But it'll also be very triggering at the same time, which is why I've never played a Silent Hill. The only Silent Hill experience I have is a tiny bit of the Vita game through a demo. But yeah, that's kind of my take on it. It's like, I don't mind remakes too much, but again, I do understand why it's like overkill to remake so many games, but also like, there are legitimate reasons, I think, to remake games or re-release games, especially games that are not currently available on current systems. But sometimes it just gets silly, like Yakuza 0 Director's Cut is dumb. Sega's been really bad about upgrade paths. That is actually a legitimate talking point that I wish more people talked about. Because, like, Persona 5 to Persona 5 Royal, you have to buy the game again. Neat. Oh wait, that's not even the problem. Wait a minute. The problem is actually Persona 5 Royal on PS4 to Persona 5 Royal on PS5. You can't upgrade. So, like, what's the difference between the two? 1 is 60 FPS? Yeah, there is not. So, if you want 60 FPS in Persona 5 on console, on PS5, you would have to buy the game again. Which is why I'm a little bit hesitant on how to actually approach Persona 5 for Fox Girls Favorites if I ever did it. Also because I think the opening of that game is gonna hit way harder now than it did in 2017 for me. And I'm not sure I'll be okay with going through the opening again. I'm gonna be real. So, yeah, Persona 5 hits hard. Definitely a content warning kind of game, IMO. Yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, upgrade paths. Genuinely, Sega's so awful about this because so many times if you want the upgraded version, you have to just buy it again. Like Yakuza Director's Cut, Yakuza 0 Director's Cut specifically, it's like... apparently adds some new scenes that, like, Dragon fans generally don't even like. Like, most of the opinions I've seen are like, wow, the new scenes actually detract instead of add from the original. Like, it actually makes certain scenes worse, apparently. But again, haven't played 0 at all in full, so I will reserve judgment for later. But yeah. What was the other thing I was gonna say? But also it's like... Yakuza 0, for example, is 60 FPS. So like, you're not really getting a frame rate benefit. Maybe like, visuals, but I also have a 1080p television, so I don't even notice. Like, if a game is like, oh my god, this game is suddenly higher res. Like, no, I don't even pick up on that because I have a 1080p television. Everything just looks the same. Oh wow, we're already dying, and we're very early in. That bodes well. We're gonna eat this crepe. Again, we might have to do 2 runs today at the rate things are going, because I'm getting a little bit bodied here. It's partly on me playing bad. I'm definitely being reckless a little bit. But yeah, certain enemies just hit really hard. Yeah, it's like, I kind of feel like Kwame, like, unless there's an engine problem, which there actually might be in this case. Because I know they did upgrade the Dragon engine eventually, so I almost wonder if Director's Cut is on the same version of the Dragon engine as the original, and that's why it has to be a separate release, because of stuff like that. So, like, there are legitimate reasons to make it a separate, like, SKU or stock keeping unit. Like, make a new edition instead of just patching the old one. There are a lot of cases where it's like, I don't understand why they can't just do a patch. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Yeah, because of people's general negativity on the the Director's Cut exclusive scenes in Yakuza 0, and I know the dub itself is like, eh. Like, a lot of people did not like the dub at all, so, yeah, I feel like I can just play the copy I got for like $15 instead of just buying another copy of Yakuza to play a version of the game that's almost full price, and on the same console, because, again, PS4 games work on PS5. So yeah, that's my take on it. I feel like as much as people give Nintendo shit for this, Sega's pretty bad about this too. IMO. Sega's pretty dang bad about not having, like, making you rebuy games over and over again. That's basically the bulk of my issue there. It's just patch it. It can't be that hard, right? But again, I'm also not a game developer, so I got a Dark Trouble card, neat. The one thing I will totally concede here is, again, it depends also on logic. For example, a big discussion was Animal Crossing New Horizons still being 30 FPS on Switch 2. And the reason for that is logic is tied to frame rate. So they'd have to redo all the logic of the game to make it work at 60 FPS. Which, we can actually go backwards, because another game that's very notorious for this is Tales of Symphonia, where people have tried to uncap the frame rate on the PC version to 60, and it breaks everything, because so much of the game is the game's logic is tied to frame rate that it just does not function properly. They'd have to, like, redo everything. Tales of Symphonia is also a very weird game in that regard, because there are arguments made that there's no definitive version of the game. TLDR, GameCube was the first version. It has less content, but it's 60 FPS. PS2, I think it had worse graphics and frame rate, like it had to be scaled down a bit. Cause like, contrary to popular belief, the PS2 was actually like the weakest console that gen. The main thing holding the GameCube back was the mini discs. By using mini discs, certain bigger games just couldn't fit on it, which... Damn, some things never change, huh? But it was better when it was like a matter of like 8 gigabytes instead of 150. So yeah, it's comparatively way worse very quickly. But yeah, Tales of Symphonia, because the 60 FPS version has less content, and the 30 FPS version has like more content, it's sort of like, what is the definitive version of this game? The same argument also tends to get brought up about Persona 3 a lot, specifically pre-reload, though again, there's a lot of arguments made that we still don't have a definitive version. Oh, hi Son, welcome on in. Thank you for the raid. We are once again in the pit of 100 trials. Cards! How are the cards? Hope it went well. 1 second. How do I shout people out again? 6 decks left to go? Hell yeah. Good job. Proud of you. But hey, thank you for the raid. If you haven't followed us already, I highly recommend her. I'm not, again, as her partner, I'm not biased at all, clearly. But genuinely, I enjoy your streams when I can catch them, though my only issue is my sleep schedule's ass, so I often cannot catch them. Thank you for the hydration check. I'll definitely need to hydrate soon. But yeah, if you're new here, I'm Yuna. I'm a self-fox VTuber and a variety streamer. I am currently going through a bunch of games that mean a lot to me in a series called Fox Girls Favorites. And this is a game that means a lot to me. It's Super Paper Mario. We are currently in the post-game. We're working on the second run of the Pit of 100 Trials, and I was just talking about Tales of Symphonia, which is a game that frustrates me to no end, because you have to sacrifice something no matter what version you play. I was just about to say, like, the interesting thing is this is also something that kind of applies to Persona 3 also, because a lot of people like one aspect of one version, but also miss an aspect of another version to the point where there's still not really a definitive version of Persona 3. So like, Persona 3 FES is the generally recommended PS2 version. That one has the answer, which is like the true ending. A lot of people don't even like the answer, to be fair. But if you want the true ending, you have to play FES, or FES. However, PSP, Persona 3 Portable, has the female protagonist route, which is a very different version of the game. Neat. Good time for a level up. Portable or reload? And yeah, that goes into reload, where they were like, yeah, no, it'd be too much work to have the female route added into that. Which, again, based on how much work was put into making the routes distinct on PSP, that's way easier in a visual novel format versus a full-blown RPG format. So I kinda get it, but I can still be mad about it, is the thing. Like, I get it, I still don't like it. That's kind of my stance on a lot of things in the gaming industry, is like, I understand the issue here, that doesn't mean I have to like put up with it. And vice versa, like there are times where it's like, I can overlook some things, partly because it's like, you know, scales of everything. Like obviously some things I'll definitely not go out of my way to play new. I'll like try to find a used copy at best. But it is a case of like, I have reload on PS5. I would have liked the female protag route, because I like Kotane a lot. I think her route is actually very fun. Genuinely speaking, I might actually toss in P3P, the Fox Girls Favorites. I'm debating if I want to subject myself to a Persona game for this. It's just basically the problem. Like, do I want to? Yes. Do I want to suffer through actually playing it for like 4 months of my life? That's the harder question to answer. Actually, that's a good question. If I do 3 streams a week, and there's approximately 4 weeks in a month, now I'd put it at, let's see, 12? So then 12... And then my streams are usually 2.5 to 3 hours. Let's go 3 hours. So that's about 36 hours in a month. So hypothetically speaking, Persona 3 Portable would probably take me about 2.5 to 3 months if every stream I did was Persona 3. That's a long time. And again, burnout is a big risk of that, so I might even just do 2 of the streams a week and do one-off stuff on like Wednesdays. Again, today was either going to be a day off or a one-off day, but again, since we died in the pit last time, I wanted to make up the lost time. Yeah, I'm contemplating Persona 3 Portable, because it is a game that means a lot to me. I think Persona 4 would make me too mad, unfortunately, as much as I do enjoy Persona 4 as a game. I am so not wanting to talk about the discourse TM on Persona 4 anymore, because I've been fighting about this for so long. It's like, I just don't want to mess with Persona 4 if I'm being real. Even though I did genuinely enjoy it a lot when I first played it. And then it had a gender crisis, and now that game doesn't feel as appealing, to be honest. I know a lot of Persona games have some yikes moment. 3 definitely does. 4 has a lot of yikes moments. 5 definitely does. So yeah, where was I going with that? I forgot where I was going with that topic. Like, for Persona 3, you have Operation... You have the dating thing, or like the beach, like, hitting on women part. Which, from what I gathered, they did clean up in Reload, so, you know, props to that. In Persona 4, you have a lot of stuff involving, like, Yosuke. You have a lot of stuff involving Kanji, and you have a lot of stuff involving Naoto. Because there's a lot of reasons to be kind of iffy on Persona 4, like, content-wise, in terms of handling of certain characters. I remember I had a friend who liked Persona 4 a lot. You got a Dark Squiggler card. But they basically had to have, like, a big asterisk on liking Persona 4. Like, you know, big asterisk of, I do not like this scene, but I genuinely do like the characters when they're not being written to be crappy for comic relief. Which unfortunately happens a lot in Persona 4. Persona 5 has, like, a couple of yikes moments. I would argue... I don't think anyone would fight me on it, though. That's the funny part. I think most people would agree. That's like, yeah, no, this part kind of sucks. And so, like, there's a part of me that loves the Persona games and is looking forward to 6, but, like, I'm not looking forward to the inevitable asterisk of, I like Persona 6 except this part. Though from what I gather, I think they do have a different lead now, because the lead on Persona left to do... Or left Persona specifically, they're still at Atlas, but they left to work on Metaphor ReFantazio. So... maybe that'll help? Maybe Persona 6 will be less problematic with how his influence, because again, it almost feels like that's part of the problem right there. It's like, yeah, there's just parts in Persona 5, without spoiling it, because it is technically a more recent game. And with Royal, oh god, Royal was 2020, that feels surreal somehow. But it is a case of, oh hi. God, I can't get both Hammer Bros on screen at the same time. Which is what I was trying to do. Okay, good. Just walk right into my fire. Very much appreciated. Basically, there's a couple of social links in Persona. Persona 5 that are just very iffy and like uncomfy. And part of the issue with these said social links is they're not presented as a bad thing. But in a separate instance within the same game, these things, same like problems, are presented as a bad thing. So it just comes off really weird. Like, oh, this is bad, but also let's have a social link revolving around this topic that we just described as bad in another instance the whole time. So yeah, there's like a discomfort there with parts of Persona 5. However, it's 100... Persona 5 Royal took me 120 hours, and a lot of the game did resonate with me, so it's this frustration of... A lot of the game does click with me, so that makes the parts that bother me feel like, one, they're still there, but also it's a very small part of the game, I guess. So that is like one like slight consolation, I suppose. It's the ratio of stuff I don't like in Persona is very low by the nature of these games just being ridiculously long. Yeah, like, very torn on the idea of doing P5R for Fox Girls Favorites for a multitude of reasons. Again, mostly just length, to be honest, because like, if Persona 3 would take like 2 or 3 months, Persona 5 would take like 4 to 5 months, maybe longer. But yeah, the problem with Fox Girls Favorites also is I've definitely tipped my hand, probably more than I should have. Like, I've definitely strongly hinted at, or just straight up said, some of the games I've added to the list. Sure, I'll take it. It is overpriced, but again, beggars can't be choosers when we're in the pit of 100 trials. I don't know if any of this would be particular. Actually, no, this might be helpful. If I have room. Damn. Cool. Actually... I don't know what I want to get rid of here. Probably the power block, just because it's so situational. But the block you can see being very helpful because of basically being invincible temporarily in this hell dungeon. You got a block, a sweet barrier briefly makes you invincible. Neat. Yeah, that's kind of my soapbox for today, I guess. Again, when I'm just allowed to like ramble, it leads to interesting topics sometimes. Like, that's generally my discovery of streaming. Again, at some point I would like to do more collab and like have co-coms and stuff, but there are certain games that's like... I think I worry about certain games going a little off the rails. Like, I know banter and stuff is part of the fun to some degree, but I guess I worry about like things getting a little bit too chaotic, especially in like sentimental moments. You know, Super Paper Mario is a game that I have a very strong sentimental attachment to, so I guess I worry about like... worrying about that. I'm probably worrying too much about that. Like, in all honesty, I probably try too hard with, like, my content to have it be, like, really, you know... I don't know, professional is the word I'm looking for. Nope, okay. It was worth a try, though. Alrighty, cool. I really should be fighting more to get coins, if not experience for that matter. I keep saying experience, it's points in this game. I just think of it as experience because RPG feelings. Why'd that go through the structure? That really sucked, because I could have sworn it's like, yeah, that's not gonna hit me, and immediately clips me somehow. Unless Bowser's hitbox just extends deeper than or like farther down than I thought. Yeah, I need to do multiplayer stuff. I need to do like just fun, like co-com type stuff, and not just be me by myself all the time. Oh, Bowser is too tall. That sucks. You know what I should be doing is using Peach? Because she can block things. Like, why didn't I think of that sooner? Oh, this just kind of sucks no matter how you look at it. So yeah, you can block basically everything with Peach. So yeah, hypothetically, I should have been using her this whole time. If I wanted an easier time. When we were, like, dying last time, I should have swapped over. So this is an example of just a really crappy floor. Just cause, like, the Hammer Bros just perched on the ledge, so, like, how do we deal with them? I mean, ideally, you could use an item, or hypothetically, you could use an item. Actually, if he's tiptoeing on the ledge like that, we can clip him with Luigi, probably. We just need him to jump forward. I mean, that works too. That solved their problem, at least. Hi, bad timing for a brief cutscene, I suppose, but we lived. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks again to Zon for the raid. Really appreciate it. Hope everyone's having a good-ish time at the moment. Ah, okay. Immediately blindsided. Cool, cool. What was I doing? Dottie, I think? Yeah, I think that sounds right. Alright, then take you out, and we're good to go. Cool. Just gonna immediately unlock the door, not mess with any of these. Yeah, I should drink something, shouldn't I? Instead of dehydrating myself. Alright, room 67. Yeah, I'll drink, I promise. I did just take a sip right now. Have I ever mentioned that Zon is cute? Because it's true. Oh hey. That's very convenient. Nice. Wow, these enemies have a lot of health, damn. Like 26 times 3 is like 72, I think? Yeah, that's a lot of health. Again, not messing around with Cursius, because I don't want to get warped out of here and have to do all this again. For the 4th time. But that's just me. Let's see. There we go. Oh, hey. Gonna toss the block, pop the turtley leaf. You know who else is cute? Me. Everyone in chat? Hehe. Oh shit, that's actually a decent item. Yeah, sure. We're at half health. We can afford to heal. Yes and yes. Hehe, thank you for the head pat the call, pat the chat who want them. Oh, I'm gonna be tired on Thursday, not Thursday, Friday, given that, I'm gonna have to read all of the Samurai dialogue. I'm gonna wear my voice out. But I wanna voice it all, because I'm not gonna voice everything. I can skip the first, like, 20 or so, up to a point. Unless, like, there's dialogue changes I can pick up on, but I think a lot of them have comparable dialogue. Wait, shit, we're actually done here. I don't need to fight these. Oopsie. Ah, great, another ninja floor. This is not so nice, despite it being floor 69. I don't even know why people say nice to that, to be honest. Oh god. Good thing I healed, given that we lost most of that health in this room already. Actually... testing... If this works, that would be nice. I do like the animation in both cases of just one sheep trailing behind the others. That's for earlier. We didn't have to fight that guy, however... Where the hell's the door? Oh yeah, Skelebits are like 3D. They're Skelebammers, I think. I think that's what those are called. The other nice thing, though, about this next section, next stream, is the... God, what am I trying to say? The Samurai Kingdom is actually segmented into chapters, like the main game. So for example, instead of like doing all 100 fights in a row, you basically have a save every 25. So in theory, it will still be rough because, you know, of course it will be. However, because we do get saves, it won't be as rough. So that is a genuine thing about the Samurai Kingdom that is actually very helpful. Again, it will still probably take a couple hours, just partly from reading all of it and partly from having to fight that many enemies. But again, the hope is we'll be able to get through it without too much difficulty. Might be a tall ask, with my luck, but we'll see. And yeah, and then we'll probably do like, we'll probably explore Flipside a bit, go through the arcade and some of the other like side stuff. To round out the playthrough. Yeah, that's kind of my current thought process at the moment. Oh right, Dottie. That's right. I guess I could also use Fleep to stun it so it can't actually put the barrier up. That would also work. So yeah, we'll have one more stream. Again, it would have been nice to have done this last stream. Just do both runs last time. But oh well. When I go to cut this into like segments for YouTube, they might be very like choppy, and like I'm probably just going to include the end of this stream, the boss part, onto the other stream, like append it to it. So I'll probably just... most of this stream will probably not be put up on the main YouTube channel. It'll mostly be on the archive channel. So yeah, it is a case of like, a lot of times I do cut things out, which to be fair, I don't know how much of it's like super consequential of what I cut out. Sometimes conversations get kind of snipped. But again, I sometimes leave videos relatively unedited on YouTube, like for the main channel, quote unquote. But other times they get chopped up pretty significantly, and this would be one of those times where it's like, yeah, basically the entire third pit run we're doing right now is not gonna be on the main channel. Because that's just redundant at that point. So like, you don't need to see me do this 3 times. So I'm gonna cut out, like, also the failed attempt. Not the failed attempt, but, like, cut out the second attempt up to the point where we catch up to where we were. Which is, like, floor 70 or so. We're actually making really good time here. Which is kind of upsetting, because again, if we had a run like this last time, we easily could have done both runs last time. This is dangerous, being this small and fighting this enemy. That's why. Ow. Feels like I'm getting sucker punched here. Oh my god. Okay, cool. There's still one more. I was like, oh no, does the Amazing Daisy have it? The problem is, we don't have much, like, verticality here to work with. There we go. The Amazing Daisy might actually have it if I'm reading this situation correctly. That is annoying. And this is very goofy, actually. Rude. That's rude as hell. Damn. Never seen that before, I don't think. Genuinely, I'm trying to think, and I don't think I've ever seen the Amazing Daisy have the key before. That is actually frustrating. Yeah, to go back to earlier, because Zon was talking about maybe trying to stream later. The problem I always run into is I'm trying to avoid, like, competing with friends more than I have to. And, you know, some schedule conflicts are inevitable, but it is, like, frustrating when, in some cases, there just isn't, like, a good time slot to put a stream because everyone else has picked all the good time slots. In some ways, I wish I could stream earlier, just to account for that. You know, stream at a time when fewer people are, like, doing stuff. Alternatively, I wish I could stream later, like, even later. Like, I wish I could stream at, like, you know, middle of the night hours, basically. You know, like, because I have the energy and time, obviously, but again, I live in an apartment, so that's not exactly conducive to, being noisy late at night. But I genuinely think I would... Wow, this ninja's being such a troll. I genuinely think I would enjoy being a nighttime streamer. I don't know, like... Even something like 10 to... Ow. Even something like 10 to, like... midnight or something would actually be kind of nice. But again, that's just me wishing I didn't have this many conflicts. It's like, it's okay for everyone to stream at the same time, it's just I kind of, in some cases, want to watch people play games. But then there's also the issue of I need to be awake enough to watch them play games for the people avoiding conflicts. So yeah, that's kind of my weird take on this. Like, it's just kind of hard to find the right time, basically. And again, I kind of want to shift earlier. I would actually like to stream around 3 PM. And eventually build up stamina even to go to much later. Like, I would love to have the stamina to stream until, like, basically go from, like, 3 to 7. Like, that, to me, that's kind of my ideal. Because I think 4-hour streams would be nice, because it means I could get more done. Which, I mean, right now is kind of like whatever. It will become a problem very soon, as we get into the RPG era of my life. You know, once we get to all the Final Fantasies, and Xenoblade, and potentially Persona, my current schedule is going to present a problem. Like, and I'm bracing for how to deal with that. I think the best solution is just stream more often, unfortunately, but it's kind of difficult sometimes. Oh, hey, we just got to floor 80. That was actually very fast. So we also just hit ad break, so well, ad break window hasn't started yet, but either way, seems like a good place to pause. Hi, I have returned. I hope everyone's doing good today. I say that a lot. I realize. Yeah, this is probably gonna be a short stream. Because again, I just mostly was trying to catch up. Unless I do push forward a little bit longer and also start the Samurai Kingdom. But that might mean next stream is really short. So I'm not entirely sure what to do, but I guess we'll figure it out. Alrighty, I think I am ready to go. So let's hop back to it. Oh hi, what do you have? Can I even hold anymore? I don't think I can. Alrighty, 20 more floors to go. So not bad. Yeah, I've very much enjoyed going through a lot of childhood games again. I definitely think this was a nice strategy, just from the perspective of it. It means I don't have to pick games as much, because I kind of planned out most of them in advance. With a few, like, it basically started from a core list of, like, these are the games that mean a lot to me, and trying to fill it out to, like, a round number. That was kind of my philosophy of setting up this series. So for example, like, you know, Xenoblade is a big one. So like, a lot of my planning is like, oh, I want to do Xenoblade, therefore, actually, will this even work on the ice enemy? I don't think it will. I would assume it wouldn't, but we'll see. Oh, it does. Interesting. Oh damn, that freezes. Neat. Oh, that was not as helpful as I was hoping it would be. Given that we couldn't actually deal damage to them, seemingly. Oh, that one alternates, like, what element or, like, what status it actually inflicts. That's interesting. I'll just hang out down here. You know, the funny part is, the boss of this isn't even that bad. Like, getting to the boss is exponentially worse than the boss directly. Because, like, the boss directly is just, like, pretty basic. I say as I might die to the boss, and it'll be very embarrassing if I have to do everything all over again because I got cocky. But we also have a decent chunk of healing items. I think the lack of special moves also makes this game feel a little bit harder, because not having like an easy win button essentially in some fights is felt. I should be using Kudge for this, huh? Instead of trying to just bomb every Scalbit here. I say as I continue to keep playing the same way I was playing, despite just saying it was not a good idea. Good job, me. Just a nice little chorus line of them here. Piece of cake. But yeah, I'm kind of at a point where it's kind of fascinating as I'm playing these games how much it's kind of putting in a weird perspective, like how much my life is changing, even not just between when I first played these games to now, because we're kind of getting to the point where my memory is inherently going to be a little bit better on some of these, albeit not perfect because my memory is kind of ass. However, it is another case of like, damn, just when I started, like, my life has significantly, like, changed within the past year. At present, I'm going to cautiously say for the better, because I think there have been some very good changes recently that are definitely positives. And I've also just kind of worked on my own mindset about said changes too, which is definitely also a necessary thing to do. The hitbox directly does 2, the projectile does 10. That's kind of ridiculous. I don't know if we'll actually get another level up in this game now that I'm looking at it. Cause like, I don't think we'll get that much experience from the Samurai Kingdom. Like, that's just kind of my gut check right now, is I don't think we'll get a whole lot out of that. But yeah, I do not envy my future self in a few months who has to edit this and figure out how to evenly or semi-evenly divide all these streams that are gonna have to be chopped up significantly. And again, it's gonna get worse for me in the future, for sure. Because we also have Xenoblade, we also have potentially Persona, so a lot will probably be cut out of those playthroughs as well. Like Mario Galaxy, barring like, you know, game overs, which can happen, but barring like, you know, deaths and having to reset for them, I don't picture having to cut much out of a Galaxy playthrough. Because Galaxy is pretty good at getting you back to where you were pretty quickly. I don't really see that being an issue as much, and that's kind of the case in a lot of games. Even Thousand Year Door, I had to cut out a decent chunk of it just because there's a lot of backtracking. And again, the remake is better about the backtracking, but it's not completely fixed for the intrinsic level design. But in general, I do personally feel like a big strength and weakness simultaneously of mine is my ability to yap, because it actually makes it really hard to edit out backtracking or like filler parts of playthroughs, because I'm constantly talking. So like, again, I'm worried about a scenario where like I'm just talking about some really like deep topic, and after a long stretch of like parts that have to be cut out, like that's the first thing I'll come back to afterwards. It'll just be like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, that's the explanation of parallel universes. And this is just how I come back from like a cut in a video. Again, does that actually matter realistically? Probably not too much. Like, it's probably not even a big deal. At least as much of a big deal as I think it would be. Like, would that be jarring? Maybe, but I almost think I put too much stock in trying to be like super professional with everything when I'm just a little fop on the internet, a little fox girl doing her best. I feel like that can be my slogan at this point, the fox girl doing her best. I wanted to get to an area where I can actually jump a bit better. Case in point. It worked out very nicely. I placed a bomb in case any more spawned in. And then none proceed to spawn in, thanks. And we have a ways to go to the next level up, which doesn't exactly make me happy. Again, I don't know if we're getting a level up off the Samurai Kingdom. I might have to pop the Ultra Shroom. I was trying to hold on to it as long as I can, but given that literally anything can kill us now, we should probably use the Ultra Shroom. We have almost 300 coins, we can easily buy another one for the Samurai Kingdom. The other problem with the Samurai Kingdom is I don't think we'll be able to replenish items, so we'll want to be very careful about our item usage. Wow, okay game. Being nice, I see. I don't know, if I fight everything, we might be able to get a level up. Again, not messing around with Cursius, because I have had issues of being warped out of the dungeon. I don't even know what poison mushrooms do, and I kinda don't want to find out. Oh my god, I almost just jumped straight into it. That would've been tragic if we had gotten to floor 90 and then got, like, warped out. That'd be so sad. Yeah, it is weird thinking about, you know, where I was the last time I played this game. I talked about this during the Flipside pit, but again, that was like 2 genders ago if we want to be like specific about it, because I did have a non-binary phase. Around like 2020 to 22, I think, before committing to like trans. So yeah, it's really weird, like, going back to that era. And again, it's interesting the gap in time, because again, the first like moment of realization preceded me actually doing something about it by like literally years, because I have executive dysfunction. I do not make decisions well or quickly, so I waffled on it for a very long time, way longer than I should have, to be honest. Let's see, room 93? Actually, what the hell do we do here about all this mess? Looks like it's Dottie time. Yeah, no, we might be able to squeak out one more level. So yeah, the Ultra Shroom might have been a waste, but also we had 9 health, so I probably shouldn't have tried risking it. The one issue with life shrooms in this game is they only restore 5 HP compared to 10, which is not much. So it's not really that good of a buffer. It's not really a very good, you know, safety net to have. Main reason is like if you just get clipped by something that you're not expecting and end up losing more health than you think, it is beneficial from the perspective of it gives you a chance to actually heal again. It's like an emergency button, but again, just a worse one than Thousand Year Door, and that just feels kind of bad in my opinion. Like, I miss the old ways. Oh hi, you are back again to cause problems for me. How do you have a lot of health? One good money grinding strategy is to actually get catch card SPs and then just try to make catch cards of like rare enemies, and they sell for a lot. We can go over that too when we talk about Flipside more. I've completely lost track of what floor this is, if I'm being real. Which is not great, to be honest. So like, I don't know how cautious I need to be here. Oh hey, another Mazy Daisy. Ow. Cool. But yeah, the problem with the little shadowy guys is they won't attack because they can't see us. I just want to see how many points this gives us, because I missed it last time, actually. Again, they're more annoying than anything to fight. They're not that difficult, with this strategy at least. 9990. It's almost 10,000 points from just an Amazing Daisy. Yeah, that's worth it. That is definitely worth it. Alright, so we'll be sitting pretty for the Samurai Kingdom as well. That's the other benefit of leveling up this much. Oh my god, this room. The jumping Goombas are like the worst. I think these are Gloombas, actually. Wait, items. Yeah, this is actually gonna be very effective because there's so many on screen right now. This might also lag the game pretty bad. I actually probably won't finish any of them off. Never mind, I'll leave my words. Very effective. Yeah, what, 4 more floors? Again, we might get level up off the boss, which is kind of a not great place to actually get it, because then, you know, we don't really need to heal anymore. We can just heal back at town. Oh my god, they're bouncy. Uh-huh. Cool. So this should be 96, right? Cool. Again, trying to keep track, because again, when I put this up on YouTube, I'll probably cut ahead to when we get to the final floor. So that'd be 90. I want to stop at 99. Oh, this is gonna suck. Actually, can they not see us like this? How much health do these guys have? A lot, okay. Nice, nice. So next level up should be, yeah, decent ways away. Again, it looks like it's at 130,000 per instead of like what it was before. So it's gonna be a hot minute before we can actually proceed here. Or like to get a level up. We probably won't get any more level ups this playthrough. Which again is actually kind of unfortunate for the Samurai Kingdom because that means no free heals. We'll actually have to lock in. But again, we have saves every fourth of the way through, so it shouldn't actually be that terrible. Just partially terrible. That's the funny part about being like, it won't be that bad. It's like that still implies it's gonna be a little bad, which is apt in this case. Wow, this actually works. Cool. And Bowser does do double damage, so that's actually very helpful. Yeah, no, if I hadn't died, we definitely would have had enough time to do both runs last time. That is upsetting a little bit, actually. Because we got so close. Alrighty, this should be 99. Nope, 98. Yeah, 99 is like a Koopa floor, I think. Which is almost anticlimactic given how tough some of the early floors are. Like, it almost feels like the second to last floor should be harder than it actually is. You know, given how much they give us, I'm almost tempted to fight this. Again, not that we're probably likely to get a level up off the Samurai Kingdom enemies, but just in case. Just got a little bit of a point buffer. Alrighty then, second to last floor. Immediately got the key, cool. That is very serendipitous, so let's go with Peach for this. In terms of attacking, I'm not sure who to go with. Maybe Carry for mobility or Dashel. Maybe Berry might be good. But either way, for real this time, the final floor of the Pit of 100 Trials. Heh, what's up, heroes? I should come clean. I don't really work for the ancients. Don't get me wrong, they did create me, but I work for my own cursed powers. Anyway, the name is Shadow. I've been testing you to study you, and now your clones are complete. Now's when I beat you and take your place as heroes. If I had $1 for every time this has happened. Specifically Mr. L, interestingly. Oh, heroes, blessed souls, I must destroy you all with the power of Shadow. Ow. Okay, that deals a lot of damage. That's Dark Luigi. He lurks in the flopside pit of 100 trials. Max HP is 100, attack is 10. He has the same incredible jumping ability as Luigi. Watch out for that super jump of his when you go to stomp him, but his jump could be an interesting opportunity for an attack as well. After all, he's not the real Luigi, he's just a bad copy. 14 per, so that means like 9 hits? 8 hits? Something like that? You can actually steal the Shroom Shake, by the way. I found that out recently. Aha. Interesting. That's Dark Bowser. This fake Bowser rules the flipside pit of 100 trials. Max HP is 100, attack is 20, and defense is 4. He has spikes, so you can't stomp on him. He has high defense, so you'll need to use Boomer and Kudge. Watch out for his ferocious fire attack. But after all, he's not the real Bowser, he's just a bad copy. Oh yeah, the little charge move. We didn't actually get to see regular Bowser do that move. This is actually kind of depressing, you know, the copy talk with, like, Tippy, or Tiptron. Oh god, I need to lock in here. Actually, we can just chase this, to be honest. Let's do this. Invincible. Cool. Actually, this might make it harder, because we can't actually get, like, clean hits, because we'll bounce them away. Yeah, like, it's really hard to land a hit, actually, like this. So yeah, this is actually slightly counterproductive. Oh shit, bad timing on that. Hi. I don't want to hear about Cudge. Sorry, Tippy. That's Dark Peach, a phony peach that dwells in the flopside pit of 100 trials. Max HP is 100, attack is 10. This peach uses her parasol just like the original. If she uses it in midair, she might mess up your timing of your attack. But that might also give you an opportunity to attack. After all, she's not the real Peach, she's just a bad copy. I'm sensing a pattern. Oh no, okay, I'm healing. Okay. Interesting. Ow. Realistically, we should probably be using Bowser for this fight. Never mind, this is... There we go. Oh my god. Barely dodged that. That's Dark Mario. This fake Mario lives in the flopside pit of 100 trials. Max HP is 100, attack is 10. He has high attack power and jumps and hammers as well. If you don't plan your stomp, he might hit you with his hammer. You share weaknesses, so if you can exploit that, you'll win. After all, he's not the real Mario, he's just a bad copy. Oh my god. Flame of fire, okay. Oh my god, that did a lot of damage. Okay. Realistically, I'm definitely regretting not using Bowser for this. Oh, that's a problem. Shooting Star, sure. Because this deals consecutive damage, so this actually might be pretty good. I also don't know if Dark Mario can flip or not. I assume so. Okay, that did less than I was hoping it would. So now we have to be very careful, because we're both in danger zone range. Speaking of which... There we go. I was so very close to defeating the heroes. With the power of the pixels, I almost got revenge on the ancients. To think that something so evil lurked under the town. So disturbing. And for our spoils, we have... you got a Mario card. You got a Dark Mario card. You got a Peach 1 card. You got a Dark Peach card. You got a Bowser 1 card. You got a Dark Bowser card. You got a Luigi card. You got a Dark Luigi card. So they make you get all these for one thing. Which is actually not something I'm opposed to, given, hey, I don't want to do 100 floors ever again. I say that when I'll probably someday play this game again, and someday actually do the pit again. I'm saving. We definitely did not play well. I should have used Bowser. That's on me. But we made it. We actually survived the pit this time. Thank goodness, so I don't have to worry about that again. And that was not a very long stream, so I think we actually might start the Sammer Kingdom here. But the only problem with starting the Sammer Kingdom is I don't know what that'll mean for the next stream. But to be fair, most of the first part of the Samurai Kingdom will probably be edited out anyway, just because it'll be redundant, so it's fine. Yeah, for the YouTube uploads, it'll be very interesting because it'll be like combined VODs. It's not gonna be like one straight VOD. It's gonna be like a mix of VODs towards the end, which makes sense given just trying to adjust time values. But first of all, let's actually heal up. I was thinking, like, who does this character remind me of? And I think I'm thinking of Kronia from Fire Emblem Three Houses, which, I mean, it makes sense. That's almost fortuitous. That's also an intelligent systems game. But yeah, like the purple with the red hair. I don't know, it just kind of gave me that energy for some reason. Anyway, what is this? You got a slimy shroom, a buttery shroom, restores 10 HP and cures poison. That's, like, not great, I feel. The other decision I have to make right now is, how many life shrooms do we have? We have 2, right? Yeah. I also don't feel like... because Thunder Rages are single-hit target. So I don't feel like that would actually be very helpful for us. When you're selling. Again, every time, I just need to say it. So yeah, I actually am going to sell the Thunder Rage also. Hey, I just realized something. Did Merle's spell wear off? Hold up. We didn't see Merle at all during the Pit of 100 Trials, which feels a little sus, actually. So now I'm like, huh, did it wear off? It must have. Also, do we get a freebie for doing the quest, or is it just a flavor text thing? You guys really did it. You never thought to quit it. Now we're safe. Hit it. But you're not in the clear. You need a charm. Yes, dear. If you have a charm of mine, life will surely be so fine, whether it is rain or shine. Let me ask you this though. Want a charm before you go? Charm packages vary now, and extra goodness I allow. You will have to say wow. I usually charge for this, but you brought me bliss. So here, a charmy kiss. Choose you can't lose. Well, why would you not? Hee, thank you really and truly. Here we go. Again, that's the console we're playing this on. Sparkling sun up in the sky, shine fortune on these guys. Key. I think we read that before, but still. Charming is now complete. You are set to go compete. When that charm wears out, come back for another bout. So, a silly question I'm currently weighing is, do we buy one Ultra Shroom Shake and one Super Shroom Shake, or do we buy a bunch of Super Shroom Shakes? Because we'd be able to buy like 4 times 20 would be 100. That would actually heal more health. I'm pretty sure if my math is correct. Like, we'd actually be able to get more out of getting just a bunch of, like, Super Shroom Shakes. Because 8 times 4... and then that'd be 100 versus 50 and 20. So yeah, I think that actually would be more efficient, believe it or not. Unless my math is correct, I think. We're just 9 coins short of another one, too. I don't think it's worth grinding it out, but... part of me is almost considering it. Like, do we just try to get 9 coins really easily to buy another Shroom Shake? But, shrug. Alrighty, off we go once again. Save again. Part of me is like torn between continuing and just ending here, just making this a short stream for the pit, and then saving the Samurai Kingdom for next time, because I think that's gonna take... This is the wrong elevator. Yeah, this is the wrong elevator in the first place. That's... short stream funny? True, that's fine. Yeah, that's fair, and again, this will probably take like a decent hour and a half to 2 hours next time, so maybe I should just stop here. Like, rest? I don't know. I'm torn. Cause like... It's so hard managing time of like how long something is gonna take or not. Yeah, sure, why not? Alrighty, let us try this out and see how this goes. Also, hi Maniacal, welcome on in. No one's gonna judge if something takes a while. That's fair. The only issue is time constraints. Because I would not like to go too far over time. Because like this could take a decent like 2 hours. This could take like an hour. Who knows? Either way, let's hop in. I'm Nose Jade Blooper, keep over the first. Wait, you are that challenger from before. You fled this land like a crying whelp. The hole in the sky is gone, but the challenge stands until the victor is found. If you desire the king's treasure, step forth and challenge my skill. Leave the palace before the 100th fight ends and your progress will be lost. And with it, your family's honor. Cool. Okay. I am sunk. Well, that was anticlimactic. Your skill is strong. Your master has taught you many ancient techniques. May we cross tentacles again, challenger? Not me wanting to be like, I'd rather not cross tentacles, thank you very much. And you like spelling funny with an I. Something about this is very funny. I see you, okay. A lot of these are gonna be the same for a bit, so we're gonna like speedrun this, basically. 56 damage. Oof. Well, they didn't stand a chance. Always watching Wazowski. It's been a hot minute since I've seen Monsters Inc. I've never even seen Monsters U, now that I say that. The opponent blows in. My name floats like an ill wind for I'm puffing fist guardian of third gate. Yeah, I remember this. All the planging. Oh shit, yeah, they jump now. They fly now. It goes way faster compared to in chapter 6. Yeah, at the very least, I think we'll get through the first episode and then call it, maybe. Those will be like new dialogue fights though, so I'll have to actually pay more attention. Okay. But yeah, even then, just the final ones, because like the first round of it, with all the dialogue and everything... Oh hell yeah, you got into the Tokon beta, nice. I got into the previous one, and then they sent the codes out so late, I barely got to play. So that was fun, so I'm looking forward to actually playing it this time. And they're adding more characters. Well, I'm just wondering when they're gonna announce anyone new, because like, it's been a hot minute since we've gotten a character reveal. I also wonder when they're gonna talk about like Strive, because like the 2.0 update. You know, we set the counter, I talked about Guilty Gear this stream. I actually have gone a long time without talking about Guilty Gear on stream. This is probably a record for the longest I've gone. Oh yeah, it is Wiggler Wednesday. It just occurred to me. Don't misspell it. Yeah, another 8 at once. I was thinking maybe sets of 4, potentially like a team. Like enough to fill out a team. Yeah, it's very interesting for sure. Cool. Yeah, I'm at a point where it's like I don't really have like strong character desires. To be honest, maybe all the Fantastic Four. I'm kind of the opinion that I would expect that, but also I wouldn't be that excited by it. I'm also just not into Marvel stuff that much in general. See, my Marvel, like, knowledge is very limited to, like, what has been done in, like, live action, and, like, pre-MCU live action at that. So, it's very, like, you know, Spider-Man, X-Men, that kind of stuff. More so than like Avengers, though I am somewhat aware because cultural osmosis is a thing. But in general, it's like, I don't know, like, you know, the current season of Rivals did excite me a lot more because, you you know, I like X-Men a decent amount, so Rogue and Gambit are cool. But I also don't have strong opinions on them. Fantastic fan. Of course, we have to have the obligatory mention of whenever they do costumes in games. People always talk about the Fantastic Four skins. Had to get that out of my system. 10th gate. Yeah, we're flying through this. First time we took damage. I mean... yeah, I think we saw that. We're gonna get to, like, the sweaty Palm Brothers eventually. I don't know if they have any dialogue, because, like, one got kicked out of the academy or something. This game's lore is weird. Moon Knight and Shang-Chi would be sick, honestly, yeah. My problem is the character- I don't want just MCU again. Like, not MCU, MVC again. Like, a lot of people's most wanted rosters are just like, this is just Marvel versus blank. Because it's just no Capcom. It's like, I'm happy Kamala Khan is in. I'm happy, yeah, MVC4 is still rumored, and it would have a unique niche, I feel, because gameplay-wise, it's very different. But who knows? Yeah, I want them to go for, like, Jeff the Shark level characters, like Gwenpool. Just do weird stuff with it. That's just how I approach rosters for properties like this, like... the rumored characters for the next season of Rivals are like, hell yeah, I'm down. Like, just really bizarre character choices, but kinda neat. See, my hot prediction for... I mean, I guess they're heavily hinted at in the gallery cards, so it's not really that much of a spoiler, but like... the next rumored characters are like Deadpool and one character named Elsa Bloodstone, who's like, I don't know who that is, but like, neat. Hello, plaything. Oh yeah, we definitely read that. But yeah, my hot prediction... Werewolf by Night? I've never heard of that. I'm not apparently familiar with that many comics. Just vague knowledge of Marvel. But I was gonna say, my hot prediction for the future of Street Fighter is I want them to put Ruby Heart in. Like, as a pseudo-guest character, question mark. I think that'd be neat. Yeah, I wonder if these have different dialogue. I don't feel like that was different. Yeah, like, actually having, like, characters like that would be cool. There's a character from, like, a Capcom Alien vs. Predator game also that is of a similar note of, like, one, this character is in legal hell because who the hell has the rights to that? You wish you had a Ruby Heart? Then play 1,000 Year Door. I'm pretty sure the one Crystal Heart is called the Ruby Heart. If I'm remembering correctly. Neat. We only took one hit of damage in round 1. It'd be so safe from heart disease. Because it's a rock. Would that make it hard to circulate? Wait, we took 2 hits. Because we took 3 damage the one time. Okay, but like, how much circulation could you get through with like a Ruby Heart? I've been slapped former top student of the Sweaty Palm Martial Arts Academy, but I was expelled for learning. Okay. So this is the same. It's like, okay, that's kind of boring actually. I was hoping it'd be different. Let's just breathe harder. You have defeated the 3-star pupils of the Sweaty Palm Martial Arts Academy. We 3 will train for months to regain our honor. As for you, you may pass. I think that might be the same, just without the other 2 brothers showing up and telling them to rejoin the academy. Something like that. I'll just breathe better, skill issue. Okay. Now the tiny ones actually do suck to fight genuinely because they're so fast. Like, the best strat is to use Bowser, but even then, that's not reliable. So, yeah. Yeah, and like, again, we're flying through this because I'm skipping all the dialogue. Once I stop to read everything, it might take longer. I mean, I still don't think it's gonna take that long, though. Walls falling. Hey chat, what if I just pushed and tried to actually finish the game tonight? Or finish what I wanted to show of the game tonight? Would that be a mistake? Probably. But what if I do it anyway? Alright, finally caught up. Smoosh. To rolling flomp, there's one thing best in life, rolling. Squish. I'll roll over you and make you flat like a sheet of paper. But it's Super Paper Mario. I'm ahead of the curve. I'm so ahead of the curve, I'm flat. What the hell is that hitbox? Hi, Merly. Please give me a healing item. That is not helpful for me, thank you. Yorg. Why do you not squish for rolling flomp? Rolling and squishing is not the same as it was. You go now, I have lost passion for squish. There's gonna be 75 once we're done with this segment. So I'm like, I think it's gonna take about an hour. But then also there's the flip side arcade, too. The Guardian of the 21st Gate simmers in hot savory fury. Sure, okay. I'm thrashing prawn, you will never pierce my briny husk. I will flail mercilessly at your face with tiny arms. Good for you? I thrash in rage. Wow, that was easy. So you have defeated the briny terror of the Samurai Kingdom, but there are crappier challenges ahead. Neat. But yeah, every 25 fights is a chapter. So we are almost to the end of chapter 6-1 here. Grrr. It is I, thousand-year roar. I will make your ears explode with a guttural manly shout. We did talk to them, I think, briefly at the end of the previous one, but they were like, we're not gonna fight. You gotta hurry. Yelp. Grrr. Thousand-year roar is reduced to a pitiful whimper. I mean, we've taken 56 damage. We're not playing the best here. I should probably actually slow down and not rush so much. Instead of relying on Merly. I'm unshy guy. Public speaking holds no challenge for me. God, I wish that was me. I will bludgeon you with confidence and charm. God, I wish that was me. The irony of saying that when I'm literally streaming this game. My confidence is shattered. The balloon of my self-esteem has been savagely punctured. I feel so deflated. You know what? I'm being silly. I should use Bowser. Which might slow this down, actually, because, his run speed is not great. But yeah, I'm a little nervous about how long this will take. I am a useless badge. Living a life without utility enrages me. I may exist only for novelty, but that won't stop me from attacking you with utility. Nice rhyme-ish. Is that a rhyme? Cool. It is useless. Oh wait, we're just one-shotting these now, okay. Blech, you reek of shrooms. It is the most disgusting odor. Is that the secret to being less useless? Do you eat them and be useful? I hate shrooms, so I will eat them by the handful if they make me less ineffective. What an interesting existence. Anyway, moving on. It's like, I'm trying to gauge how long each room is taking. Foulness, I'm Sunshine Flood, the shining beacon that exposes your filthy filth. I'll mop the stage with your filthy clothes. Filthy filth, filth! Interesting. That was easy. I have been dirtied. You have shamed me. You are truly a champion, a filthy champion, but a champion nonetheless. Now you may go and prove your filth even stronger, Samurai guys. So yeah, that is the end of 6-1. So, should we keep going? Is that a mistake? Because, like, my concern is we're not going to even have enough next time at the rate we're going. So, like, do I just try to push through and see if we can finish it? Maybe go long if I have to? Part of me thinks this is only going to take, like, an hour. Tell me, Challenger, do you come to the 26th gate seeking a kick in the face? I am Grandmaster Kickface, foremost dispenser of swift kicks in face. You seek face kick, and face kick you receive. Imagine making your entire gimmick kicking someone in the face. I took damage. Ugh, my face. The 26th gate. Many faces have I kicked, but this day is my face that feels foot. I must climb the highest peak and meditate on my failure to kick face. You may pass, may your feet swiftly impact the faces of a dozen warriors. That's just Sanji. I haven't seen One Piece. I almost said something very wrong. It's like, that is not the anime Sanji's from. Good job, me. Alright, 27. You arrive at the 27th gate, but you foolishly do not look to the skies. I do not wear it now, but I am soaring cape. I would have swooped down on you. And my cape is shrunk, and now I must defeat you tethered to the earth. I am at a great disadvantage. If you have honor, you will not use your best ability. I will fight you, but know that you do not face my full soaring wrath. He cooks and loves women. Well, I have one of those two. I'm grounded. Now go to your room. If only I had my cape, they will pay dearly for shrinking my cape of soaring. Take your victory and run, but always turn and look to the skies behind you. Like, that is an interesting personality trait of liking women. Why does that just make me think of that one, like, Eurobeat, like, parody video? Or, like, Europop. Wacha! Hia! 28th gate, Hichao! Ha yowling hak yucks, hia! Wachow! Good talk, good talk. Neat. Hia! My battle screams had no effect on you. That was the first time I had to fight. Everyone else ran away when I started shouting long, crazed strings of nonsense. You may pass, but do not tell the others. They think I'm an insane grandmaster. Good strategy, just bluffing your way through. Just like me, for real, in some regards. The 29th gate, a place of gossip and legend. Here you find mystical whistle. I'm hidden here deep in the Duel of 100 to keep my intoxicating power safe. Many have sought to harness my power to ride the wind past the obstacles of life. Some succeed, there's a name for them. That name is Cheater. Now I'll cheat you out of your life. Okay, so someone has not seen the wizard. That was easy. You must have used a code. You have defeated Mystical Whistle, but I will not whisk you to a faraway land. Cheaters are only cheating themselves out of the great journey. You have honor, and so I know you would not wish to dishonor yourself. You may pass, but know that Mystical Whistle always waits, ever tempting. Good for you. Good for you. Moving on. Ha ha ha, you are that famous hero from a faraway world. Ha ha, long have I heard legends of your brave deeds and comical hijinks. Ha, never did I, laughing X-Not, expect to meet you here at the 30th gate. Ha 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 ha, I hate you. Good talk. I'm gonna be saying that a lot. I said a lot last time. I was like, good chat. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha, X-Not. I laugh on the outside, but I cry on the inside, always crying. Poor guy, I think. This is a weird video game. You ever think about that? Some men dance on dance floors, some men dance in jubilant celebration, and some men dance on the heads of turtles. I am that man, I am dances on turtles. Today is you who are the turtle. So this is like the Chris Pratt of the Samurai guys. You know, stomping on turtles. You have danced a lively jig upon my honor. I gained so much joy from dancing upon turtles and kicking their shells. I must find a new hobby like sliding down hills into turtles. I will change my name. Good for you. Yeah, we're kind of flying through this. We might be okay. Gingerly you step into the 32nd gate, and for good reason, for a fathomless chasm of falling stands between you and the gate. Many have attempted to leap beyond me, only to plummet to the game over. You cannot leap what is unleapable, now you plunge to your doom. Easy. I've been vaulted. I realized I should have been using Bowser sooner. You leap into fathomless chasm of falling, and yet you are unscathed. Go now, leave me to ensnare less fleet-footed interlopers. That's a good word. I like the word interloper. Returning to never mind. Creak. Thirsting bones guards his 33rd of gates. My dry bones grow parched and juiceless. They yearn for dampness. I will moisten them with your tears. Certified Sabrina Carpenter moment. Creak, crack. Your drenched bones are an embarrassment of juicy riches. Why do you not share your watery abundance? Thirsting bones are so dry, so dry. I'm like, God, these are cursed. Some of these are very cursed, but amusing. Meow, you stop now at the 34th gate. Half cat, half geological event. Molten panther erupts in a flaming sludge of rage. Like a searing smoking river of magma running down a volcano, you cannot flee me. Purr. Neat. Cool. Yes, again, the actual fight takes like 10 seconds. You did not combust in a fiery display, so I am defeated. I will smolder ready to burst again from the ground in a flaming spurt. Good for you. I have, like, I want so badly to clear my throat, but that'll sound gross, so I'm holding back until the ad break in 5 minutes. A snicker in the darkness, a blurry glow, the prickle of a neck hair, and his eye-peeking Boo who watches from the shadows and haunts the 35th gate. Whatever you do, interloper, do not look away. Boo. You have won this day, but you will never be rid of me. You will never have a moment that escapes my peeking gaze. You know, Dashel also makes this a lot easier, I'm realizing, or a lot faster. Because Bowser's speed is not great. You are late. You have much to learn about timing from Action Commander. No audience can contain its applause when I execute moves of great style. You're at the 36th gate. You meet timing perfection. Now is action time. So, all these are references, basically, like action commands. Ow. It is not my time. My actions were commanded with perfection, yet you still shamed me. I'm humbled. Never again will I let cheers of stylish cloud my head. Oh, poor guy. Actually, we might get another level up. We need to get to 169. I don't know. I think we're not. Blech. I'm Bullet the Third, guardian of the 37th gate. I will blast into you with the raw power of a violent stomach cramp. That is awful. And kind of a mood, somehow. Herg. The bitter taste of defeat makes me queasy. I should never have used my last 6 days on that week at the beach. Go quickly before I fire another round of projectiles. Oh god, I'm getting out of here. Imagine localizing this game. Well, one, just writing this game period, and two, translating all this. You arrive at the 38th gate, treacherous grounds of sighting shell. Always I glide upon the ground, undercutting the legs of my opponents. No line of warriors is left standing after I ravage the landscape. You stand upon dangerous ground, now you must leap for your life. Again, the small enemies are like the worst to fight. Like, Jesus Christ. Never mind. Clink clonk. Just like me, real. This chain will bounce in my head for eternity like a shell between two pipes. Glide on, challenger, and cut down all those that stand before you. Not gonna lie, I'm not keeping track of numbers. Are we, like, making good time? I can't tell. Yarr. You named me software pirate, barnacle-booted scourge of the 39th gate. I be plundering your bits and your bytes and downloading them into me britches. Me treasure disks will be full of cyber riches after a swipe your treasure bump mapping. Djibouti ahoy! 39, yeah, we're actually making decent time here. Now I'm getting beat up here. Arful. Alright, be washed up, sunk by me unquenchable lust for Djibouti. Yeah, the way things are going, I might just push ahead and just beat the game tonight. Like, I'm pretty close to finishing this game. Boom. Flailing Boom Boom is master of this place, the 40th gates. First I flailed, then I go boom. Flail, boom. Good for you. Ow. I keep clipping the sword. I fizzle. But I flailed, and then it went boom, but I lose. Next time I go boom, then I flail, and I win. The one downside of this is if I die, that's gonna set us back a lot. So, that's the one downside of trying to do this tonight, is if I actually die. Beating relentlessly upon your sweaty brow is I, son of displeasure. My burning disapproval burns like a furnace in the sky. No oil or lotion can spare you from my white hot wrath. Sizzle. Wow, very slow. I hang low in the sky. You fight with honor and skill, even in the angry face of a force of nature. Some displeasure looks upon you with approval. Hell yeah. We could do a one-off for Friday? True. Ads are actually starting in like 20 seconds, so I am gonna pause here. Or Guilty Gear, that's always an option too. But yeah, that'll be a decision for Friday, and in the meantime, I'm going to go stretch. Alright, we are back. Yeah, I like this song too. I like Seaside Hill. So Heroes has a really good soundtrack, I just wish I, like, you know, playing the game more. Alrighty, I think I am ready to tackle the rest of this, hopefully. You sneak to gate 42, you sneak to gate 42 only to be confronted by the furious Fang of Goom. My fangs are small and have never pierced the hide of any creature, but today you will carry the shame of being the first to fall to them. You sure about that, dude? Some of them back away very slowly. I think I lost a fang. Damn, that's rough, buddy. My life is a lie, my fangs. You're not so furious. What is a fang if it is only to be ridiculed? That's a very good question I do not have an answer to. Hello. Challenger, you approach the 43rd gate, and yet you bring no victuals. I'm zesty recipe, and you dishonor yourself by not bringing a savory snack. No matter, I am cooking my own special recipe for you, the soup of your death. This is a certified fawful moment here. Hoisted by my own spatula. You held the ingredients to my downfall. You may pass, but take that secret recipe to your grave. Cool. Again, this is going pretty fast. Getting like through like a fight every minute or so, practically. And so you appear as if through some hidden byway. I am warping pipe. I guard the 44th gate, true, but that is not all. I hold hidden knowledge. Yes, all worlds are linked, and I travel among them. Now I will not show you how. Such power is not for you, who would cheat through life. True warriors must see all worlds before skipping among them. Now, to battle. So this one can actually go to 3D. Well, that was easy. Reality has warped. Good job, dude. You command the power of time and space, I see. I underestimated you. You find the fabled warp zone where the mighty warriors tread, I concede. Or you could have just, like, moved away from the fire before you teleported back. That might have helped. Alrighty, what do you... Prune Belly welcomes you to the 45th gate. As you see, no plump fruits hang from my lush trees and bushes. I have picked them all clean. The only colorful fruit left and gulp is you. You don't have to call me out like this, dude. It's I, the colorful fruit. Gulp. Fortune smiles on you. The seeds of 10,000 fruits weighed me down. Yawn, so sleepy. Now I will nap, dreaming fresh, dewy melon dreams. Well, have fun dreaming about melons, I guess. You do you. Just gonna write that down for later, potentially, if we do a raid. Reaching the 46th gate is not easy. I, the last sheep, applaud you. Surely you're exhausted, Challenger. You're in need of blissful rest. I link at the hind end of the herd, but it is I who finally brings sleep. Snuggle close to a soft and woolly blanket. Make your defeat a groggy one. Uh-huh. Yeah, this is where the ninjas normally are, and they kind of suck here too. Just interrupting fights. Bah. Bah. I can't do a sheep sound. Many have dozed off to the rhythmic sound of my prancing hooves, but how do you resist the bewitching charm of the pillow? You have an iron will. It's called locking in, and also having insomnia. More of the latter. Alright, almost done. Slurpy slurp slurp slurp. Infinity slurp slurp, now you slurp. No slurping, gate 47 gurp. Slurp. I'm not reading all that out. Good for you. Okay. They all have different speeds. No slurpy slurp. Sad about no slurp slurp. Oh slurpy well slurp gurp. Still hungry slurp. Okay, moving on. Alrighty, 48. Up I pop from the bowels of the sea, my wrench is wheeling through the sky. As I, span of rock, who pelts you in defense of the 48th gate. I fling a whirling wrench into your plans. Good for you. I'm just abusing iframes. To the manhole. The bitter rusty taste of defeat fills my mouth. I must return under the manhole to train with Grandmaster Rocky. You do that. Next up is over here. Twinkle and glitter I do, for I am star of 7 shards. You are drawn to my simmer at the 49th gate like a moth to the flame. I catch your eye like a fleck of gold in a pan. You'll try to take me, but it's you who will be shattered. You got signed out of Twitch? That's weird. But hi, welcome on in. I'm broken. We're just going through the Samurai Kingdom. I'm gonna be tired tomorrow. Your victory has shattered my delicate facets, but it is you who loses most. For one day you must travel every land in an epic search for my many shards. True. And hey, with that we've actually reached the end of the next gate, believe it or not. Voila. A frigid wind ripples up the small of your back as the hoary breath of Ice World. Every traveler must come upon me eventually, and you find me at the 50th gate. You try to tiptoe past my stormy wrath, but you bring down the avalanche. I'm gonna back up real quick here. Oh, they have a lot of health, never mind. And so I melt. Like the Miku song. You have beaten Ice World, which means you can fight Bonus World. Just kidding. I don't know, if we're getting like 2,000, we might be able to get a level up off these. I'm not bursting with confidence though. Yeah, we got to like 10 in 5 minutes, essentially. So like we're gonna be cutting it close, but I think we can do this in 3 hours, and then I might do a little bit extra after in order to do the like flip side town mini games and stuff like that. Wah! I Weeping Pokey guard this 51st gate. Soon you'll know the sadness of defeat, and I Weeping Pokey will know the empty sadness of victory. I will cry vigorously, and you will see me cry and laugh at me. Your laugh enrages me, now we fight. I feel like most of the samurais need therapy. Wah 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 wah. Ah wah 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 wah. Wrathful tears blinded me, my weeping hands lost my sword, such is defeat. The righteous tears of the victor fly from your eyes, while I laugh at your sad joy, sob. Something tells me Bowser does not have much sympathy for them. He'd be like, yeah, whatever. Alrighty. Interloper, you have come to the 52nd gate. The Night Hammer Uncle guarded. When you are below, I lurk above, leap above, and I plunge below. Like hammers from the sky, my blows will rain upon you. I'm the hammer of justice. Smash. Interesting. Smash. You have reminded me of myself in my younger days when I traveled with my brothers. Yes, we were brothers of the hammer, but long years have intervened. Yes, many hammer nephews and hammer nieces now. They are the hammer future. They must hammer on. Cool. I don't like fighting hammer bros, if that hasn't been made abundantly clear in Fox Girl's favorites. Like upon squatting Toad, the 53rd gate is my ward. My strength has no rival. I lift with my legs and never lower my back. Never. Prepare for squatting. I thought about trying to do squats to try to, like, help with, like, with, like, you know, redistribution. Your skills amaze me. Today is you who has squatted best. My joints have grown stiff and with idleness I'm ashamed. Soon I must limber up. Be gone from me. Like, just the thought I've had is to try to get in better shape a little bit. We'll see, though. I'm also not that motivated. Welcome to you. You have come upon Ageless Goomba, guardian of the 54th gate. Time casts no shadow on me. Stomping boots and flaming flower hold no fear either. You'll learn to fear my relentless perambulation. Goomba. Perambulation is a very good word. I don't know what that even means. Yeah, they'll try to jump up and immediately jump into the flame. Gumbarg. I have not been flattened, always while I lurk, creeping slowly forward like time itself. One day when your will falters, I will be upon you, but now go from here. It's like everyone's just RPing as Mario elements here. It's very weird. Again, this game is very self-referential. It is about time you arrive. As usual, I'm forced to wait, such is my life. I'm the negative one, guard of the 55th gate, and warrior who fate laughs at. My life is misfortune, my wishes always perish, and so someone must pay. It is you! Cool. Well, that was easy. Defeat, why does this not surprise me? I hate I have that mentality sometimes. Being crushed at your hands is one but more affirmation that fate loathes me. Why must I always suffer so? Do I not deserve better? Will I never find solace? Damn, that actually kinda hits deep, not gonna lie. I need to drink something. This is a lot of reading. I'm Bob the Silent Blade, guardian of the 56th gate, gentle assassin. Blades are usually loud, noisy instruments, but I wield them quietly and discreetly. Now you'll go silently. I said silence! This does have the issue of, like, just do the same thing, like, 50 times, or 100 times. My defeat is so loud. My defeat was neither silent nor gentle. If you were truly skilled, you would have dispatched me with but a whisper. Yeah, well, Bowser is not exactly known for discreetness, I feel. Anyway, what is this, 58? From below, from above, from the innocent pipe I strike. I'm the guard of the 57th gate, Piranha Root. I grow in power beneath your feet. My mighty foot chomping shall utterly unnerve you. Victory will be mine. Now I bite. Good for you. Well, that was easy. Slowly I wilt. You fight as though your hands were made of flame. You plucked me as a weed, naturally. My skills cannot flower in the shadow of one so great as you. Please pass. I need to get a tissue. My nose is running really badly. It's so cold. Like, it suddenly is like, oh, winter's here now. Doodly doodly doo doo, doodly doodly doo doo, doodly doo. Before the 58th gate lies me. I am known far and wide as over the flagpole. Many have tried, but none can claim to have left me, and so another comes. Now, leap to bow. I realize that's like the level clear jingle. Oopsie, my bad. Kind of ironic this isn't one of the jumpers. You have cleared me. Surely you're cheating, you're exploiting a glitch, you're a sequence breaker. Yeah, you can actually jump over in like Mario 1, and it's like not intended. In Mario Lost levels, they hide something that warps you backwards. Yeah, I'm Cheap Chop. My horn gleams in defense of this, the 59th gate. Say, look over there, I will not chop you in the back. Really, I won't. You are not looking. You think I will chop you in the back or the neck. How dare you suggest such a thing? You dishonor me. I chop you now. Nah. Again, they always warp back instantly and die. Yow! Why did you not turn? My chopping is less effective when my prey looks at me. How dare you? Next time I will give you back a chopping for the ages. So you are gonna stab me in the back. Thanks for the confession. So we should be at 60 now? You arrive at the 60th gate, only to find it guarded by me, Raging Blarg. My name amuses you, that enrages me, Blarg. Yeah, well that sucks. But oh hi, you're a jumper. Blarg, I'm sunk. This defeat sends me into a powerful rage, but next time you'll sink into the lava of my anger. That's rough, buddy. I feel like that's just my go-to response to everything, is that's rough, buddy. You disturb my rest. You have awakened the guard of the 61st gate. I'm known as Sleeping Turnip. Soon you will sleep, and in that sleep you will dream of defeat at my hands, and you will wake from that dream to find it was real. Sleep. I've been having interesting dreams lately. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of friends pop up in dreams as of late. I must be dreaming. This dream world feels real, but I know it cannot be, for I have tasted defeat. Soon I will wake and be the victor once more. The interesting thing is, like, it's often the same people that keep showing up in dreams, too. Like, it's a small pool. Bloop, the guard of the 62nd gate will soon sink you. I am the way of the blooper. I lurch up and I swoop down, and then I lunge forth. Your screams are but bubbles. You drown beneath my fists, bloop. Oh wait, we're doubling up on bloopers, because there's also Jade Blooper. Bloop bloop. You have brought an end to the warrior known as the Way of the Blooper. Now and forever I will be the Way of the Loser. Oof. Damn. Sick burn. On himself. Ha 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 ha, I'm Pantogrin. I guard the 63rd gate. My face is stoic, but my weapons find you amusing. You'll laugh at your insolence. But I do not. Awaken my wrath, impudent warrior, and I will be upon you. My anger awakens, and it too is grinning. But like, okay, genuinely, why is this here? Oh, hi, Merly. Why are you here, actually? Speaking of. That is not actually helpful, thanks, Merly. Okay, that was unfortunate. That was a lot of damage. Ow, that was not amusing. Yeah, that hurt. That was... oof. My face does not betray my emotion, but my body has lost its inner grin. You have found the key to beating me, it would seem. Yes, you have stolen it. Hear this, someday you will turn and find that Pantogrin is upon you. And then you can get the item. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll pop that and then gotta move on. We still have a lot of healing. Relatively, I would like more from Merly. Oh, you have found me. I'm known as Invisible Brock, the guard of the 64th gate. You leap but above you, where nothing appears, and that something springs to life. So does the confounding style of Invisible Brock cloud the senses. Now that you're aware of me, however, we must fight, and fight we will. I'm surprised this isn't one of the, like, flipping ones. So, like, he can't- oh, no. That is scary. Ah. Panic. No, such a visible defeat. If I could truly disappear, I would hide this shame. I would hide far and wide. Invisible Brock would pass into legend. None would find me without a guide. The funny part is I was playing Tide the Tasmanian Tiger with Zon the other day, and there's like a whole gameplay mechanic about hidden blocks, and it's like, really? Here at the 65th gate, your path ends, for it is guarded by me, Chomp of Eternity. I cast aside my iron chain, it restrains me no longer, I will nibble on you forever. My head is hard as bedrock, my teeth sharp as winter's dying breath. Are you ready for me? Chomp. Okay. Yeah, it's just getting them in the right spot. Just chomped. Because chomping is but a passing thing, and the eyes of eternity is but a tender nibble on the drumstick of infinity. What does that even mean? Now, if we're getting like 2,000 experience per, I don't think we're actually getting to a level up, unfortunately. I leap at you from nowhere, so my attacks shall come. You heedlessly run ahead, unaware of the dangers that crouch beneath your feet. But I, Monty, who waits, protector of the 66th gate, shall slow you down. I find that if they attack instantly, it's actually better, because then if they like start moving around too much, it gets harder to hit them. Wait. I will wait for the next warrior. Perhaps I will not leap upon him so quickly. Yeah, it's almost easier to deal with them if they are trying to... They're staying relatively still, basically. I'm not sure if we'll hit a level up. I'm Mustard of Doom. Soon you'll know I have the guarding of the 67th gate. Your face is nonsense. It is like a sad doodle drawn by a person who is ugly. Now we'll have the punishment doled upon it. My sword has fury. So this is a reference to Awful, of all things. It's So a cross RPG reference. I had Fury. Now I have failed to slather you in justice, but one day the slathering will be mine. Be off, awful person. What would slathering justice on to someone even entail? This feels very questionable somehow. You arrive at the 68th gate, stuck in the web of peanut butter pyther. My hands are a creamy flurry. My kicks pack explosive chunk. The stage is my cracker, now we spread you thin. That also feels like a fawfulism, to be fair. You have smeared my honor upon the ground. I could have used flame. You are the ants on the log of my existence. What does that even mean? They're just making stuff up. They're just saying things now. You would prey on the weak, you would whack innocents, you would harvest their pain. You know of what I speak. Well, Wacka! You claim no knowledge, Wacka. I'm the Wrath of Wacka, guard of the 69th gate, and I avenge Wacka. This is very funny given Thousand Year Door adds in a remake, adds in a Wacka boss fight. Wacku! Or oh, I think. You whacked me. The great injustice. You will get no bump from me, fiend. I should have actually picked up some whack-a-bumps. That would have been helpful for the pit also, now that I think about it. Oopsie. Oh no. I demand your pardon now. I'm the warrior known as Michael Boomba, guard of the 70th gate. My speech is small, but my wrath is monstrous. Do not snicker. My sword does not speak so softly. No, it screams. This is gonna suck. Yeah, no, this is gonna be awful. Like, what are we supposed to do here? Genuinely. Oh, okay. Big pain. I guess that. We took a lot of damage, though. Sorry. It is I who begs your pardon. We have, like, what, 50 HP more of healing? So we gotta be a little careful going into the final stages. Ugh, it is an interloper. First I will club you, then I will crush you. No matter what weapon I wield, be it a bludgeon or blade, I will club you. I'm the guard of the 71st gate. I'm still clubber. Now face me. If we don't get the fire right away, this is gonna hurt. Damn, got interrupted by the ninja. Ugh, I'm clubbed, but that was almost really good. My clubbing is a shameful thing. My master weeps from his high mountain seat. My training begins today. I must forget the ways of the clubber and learn anew. I feel like we're just giving all the samurais like a midlife crisis. Anyway, what is this, 73 or 74? Who interrupts my peace? You have interfered with staggering Dizzy Fuzzy. Your goal is as the 72nd gate. You will not reach it. You will stumble, dazed, and fall. Your stomach will lurch, your eyes will lose focus, and you will plunge to your doom. How specific? Okay. Which way is up? What is this wooziness? The world stretches and bends before my eyes. Is it the ancient prophecy? Touch fuzzy, get dizzy? No! My training was supposed to make me immune. How has it come to this? Damn. They effed around and found out. You reach the 73rd gate. I am upward leaping ninja. You have met your match. My sword leaps to my hand. The blade craves sustenance. Soon it shall be fed. And then after you have fallen, I shall leap up and down upon your soul. Cool. No, down I fall. When one leaps high, there is far to fall, so far. Now we're almost done, but again, I think we'll go over. We'll end up going over if I want to show the stuff I want to show. The challenger approaches. I'm the bronze shroom, unstoppable guardian of the 74th gate. Your skill is weak. I have trained decades in Iron Goomba style. Let us fight. Assuming I don't die, if I die, that just complicates everything. I'm stomped. If only I had chosen Steel Shroom as my fighting name. My whirling fungus thrust was no match for you. I did not need to see those words in that order. Thank you, game. I do not know how to feel about any of those words in that order. The 75th gate is before you, and so too is it scarred. I'm Lakitu Storm. You have come a long way and fought many battles. For that I commend you. But now the storm breaks above you, and there is no cover to hide beneath. Boom. He is the storm that is approaching. I don't know the rest of the words to that song because I haven't actually played DMC 5. My reign of terror. You weather my storm, and for that I give respect. Proceed under cloudless sky. The problem with this is, like, it's a one-hit item. It's not actually going to benefit us that much. Like, it's just kind of not do a whole lot for us. Anyway, final set. Again, genuinely don't think we'll get through everything today. Genuinely thought I wasn't gonna get through everything today. Slow are my feet and sharp are my spikes. I'm the guardian of the 76th gate, the one that is wandering the spiny. Born from the clouds, I wander the earth alone. I punish all things. Good for you. Ow. It's getting, like, randomly knocked down by a ninja. That's a weird hitbox. I have wandered into defeat. And now after falling to you, where does my path lead? Back to the clouds? Once fallen, can one truly rise again? Of course! You can always pick yourself back up. And, like, do cool things, even if you stumble. At least that's how I feel. From the depths of sweet sleep, I rise only to find an intruder. Even unconscious, I guard the 77th gate. I'm called Ripper Van Fish. Fear my wiggling fish. A flipper, lunge, and gulping bite. Now you will sleep. So this is a Mario World enemy and also kind of an obscure one. Snark. I almost feel like Rip and Fish is a boring name. My defeat falls upon me, only in sleep's embrace can I hide from this shame. But what if sleep will not come? What if I linger, awake to my failure? I must count sheeps or something. Sleep, take me from this horror. I wish counting sheep worked for me. It doesn't, unfortunately. Like, it's never worked for me. I wish it did, because it would be nice. Boing. From down the stairs of life he wanders, and you will be leapt upon. Ah, how rude of me. I'm Infinite Chump. I'm the guard of the 70th gate. Many have crept toward me, and I've leapt upon all of them. All of them! Again and again I will leap. You will bounce upon the wall, and I will leap again. And from your pain I will draw extra life. This is gonna suck, isn't it? Yeah, this is absolutely gonna suck. I fall. My timing was barely off, but that was enough to do me. I yield. To leap upon one's enemy and never tumble is harder than it looks. Yeah, we're kinda hurting. I'm a little nervous, even with the items we have. We're running low on supplies. You know not what you see. I'm alternate path, guard of the 79th gate. You may look right at me and not know me, or you may take me to your doom. If I am your ally, I will take you to your goal faster. If I'm your enemy, I will hasten your end. How unfortunate this is, for I'm not your friend. Your journey ends here. Now you'll go. Interesting. Okay. Cool, I actually read it. My path ends. I can't believe I read that situation correctly. All paths must eventually come to their end, and so it is for me. But always remember this, on every path there are pitfalls and foes. For a warrior such as you, there will be no peaceful path through life. God, I wish that wasn't me. For once I can actually say that. Probably getting close to 80? The path of the sword is a sweaty, manly pursuit, and no man is more manly than Daisy the Merciless, keeper of the 80th gate. You smirk, do you? Many have smirked at my name, and all of them still sleep. Oh wait, this one doesn't have like the projectiles, so this one isn't that bad. Have mercy on Daisy the Merciless. In glory or defeat, a man is still manly, even if his name is Daisy. So go, before I run away in tears and ruin my manly reputation. Interesting. 20 more to go. Flashing teeth greet you, the teeth of Smiling Cloud, guard of the 81st gate. You would not hit a smiling warrior, would you? No, that would be dishonorable. You must take my beating. Now do not fight back. Yeah, not gonna do that. How dare you? Ouch, I cannot believe you stooped so low as to hit me. Didn't you see me smiling? I'm going to tell you all on you to all the other warriors. You have no honor. Yeah, well, who won? It's like Bowser, the most honorable, clearly. Thank you for the hydration check. I desperately need it. I'm bullet full. All colors fill me with wrath. You'll not pass the 82nd gate. I long for this sweet piece of the pasture, but the bright colors of the world taunt me. Why must all things be so bright? Why can things not appear only in hues of brown? I'm so serious about this. Dull colors of the future, the next generation. Your bright clothes doom you. At high speed, I will blast into your face. Charge. The funny part to me about this line is the idea of the next generation being brown is very funny, because like that's how gaming trends were. That's fine, like, after this game was Gears of War. My red rage clouded my vision, and so you sidestepped my attack. You have bested me, but I will never accept a world with such bright colors. It's far too childish. Hear my words, I will rage against your cherry palette with my last breath. This is just gaming discourse in the PS3 360 era. Like, not even kidding. Anyway, 83? Kapow. The very earth turns to liquid with every step of block of pow. 4 sides, 4 corners, the better to kapow you with. Your knees will buckle from my seismic girth here at the 83rd gate. I do not need to know about your seismic girth, sir. Another volt trim. Cool. Just what I wanted to see. Kapow, no. You are steady on a foot. No tremor topples you. You are strong. You will shake the duel of 100 to its very foundation. Yeah, that line is very, like, fortuitous. Kind of like the message board line where it's like, yeah, the next generation is all shades of brown. It's like, yeah, that's just 360 games. Prepare to be burned by Inferno Flower. My legs burn, my fists burn, my belly and ankles and face burn too. I cannot quell the fire in me, so I must launch it from me onto others. Here at the 84th gate, we'll taste these flames. Burn! Inferno flowers have sputtered and gone out. How will I ever reignite? Well, first you get a trilogy. I still haven't played the Spyro games past 1. Speaking of which, truth. You have found Plugged Sniffet, guard of the 85th gate at Chaffle. Even with this cold, I smell your defeat, now we fight. This is just how I talk a lot of times. I feel I'm very congested. Sniff. Yeah, I have a lot of congestion. Ooh, sniff, sniff. That beating completely cleared my cold up. I'm now unplugged, sniff it. I thank you. I don't think that's how sinuses work, or like how colds work, but like, sure. You're welcome. Anyway. Oh no. You have come to the 86th gate. Have you come seeking Bounding Star? For you have found him. You have not yet laid a hand on him, however. Always will I bound, just out of reach. Follow me to your end, for I am invincible. This is gonna suck. Or not. My invincibility ran out. Yeah, when they jump, that's the problem. Wait, what has happened? Always in battle, I would hear a song in my head. The music so lively, it would spur me on to great leaps and greater deeds. But now I can hear that song no longer. You have robbed me of it. I curse you. It's like the reverse of the Master from Doctor Who, where it's like they put a song in their head. You have made it far, and so you must have skills, but your blows will rain down without effect on the guard of the 87th gate metal cap. My metallic laugh will sound as you retreat with stinging fists. I am your metal end. It is time to clank. Alright. Clong. Well, we clanked alright. You have rung me like a bell, and I have plunged into defeat like a sinking ship. I will linger here at the bottom of the sea of shame, resting eternally. Poor guy. Hop up here. This is 88, right? Or 89? Grumble. Belly of the Yoshi, guard of the 88th gate hungers. I consume all. Many have come before you, and they have all met their end. Will your cries be succulent, or will they be bitter and lacking in flavor? Chow time! I go hungry. I have tasted defeat this day, its flavor does not agree with me, so I swear this to you, I will never taste it again. Leave me now before I grow hungry again. Even now, the ravenous feeling rumbles. Neat. It's actually interesting, there really aren't that many Yoshis in... Well, there's a party member, what am I saying? You creep forward and find no charging Chuck, protector of the 89th gate. Soon you will receive a pummeling of the ages, but worry not, it is for free. It seems amazing, I know this. A full beating, no charge? It is madness. But the pleasure I get from victory is payment enough. Now receive it. Interesting. Oh gosh, we have the ninja. They're gonna present more problems than the actual warrior. Overcharged. I should have charged, then I would have something in my pocket besides shame. Shame and lint. That's oddly specific. What, 90? 10 more to go? You wish to ascend higher, but you will not do so at the expense of climbing Vine. I'm the way to the sky, but you will not see it. You will not pass the 90th gate. You will gaze upward at platforms and distant clouds, wondering how to reach them. I know the way, and I will never breathe it to your ear. Your ascent ends here. Yeah, we'll see about that. Okay, maybe my ascent is gonna be interesting. I wither. You have climbed over many foes in this world, and I am but the latest. I am but a ladder you have used to go higher, and I know not what awaits above. Whatever you find ahead, you must cherish it, for few have laid eyes on it. Nice. Alright, last 10. To protect the 91st gate, I'm Quizmo question that has no answer. Who builds the pipes of our worlds? How does one put a coin in a brick? How can one bounce off of another man's head? How can one build flame? Where would you bottomless pits lead? Are overall so considered fashionable? Ponder these questions as you taste my power. So a reference to Chuck Quizmo of all things. What? Why? How? Where? Ugh, how can I lose? Why do I have no memory of yesterday? Where do I live? What's the meaning of it all? There must be answers. Again, it feels like we're just going through and giving all of these samurais an existential crisis. That's just kind of how Paper Mario writing is. You have finally found me. I'm strolling Patui. I guard the 92nd gate. If you have seen me, warrior, my native land was known as World 7-8. There I learned at the hand of my master walking Patui. He spat fire, I spit wrath, and you shall be the one who is spat upon. Again, a lot of this has Fawful energy. Like even... It's hard to do that sound on command. You have spat upon my technique. My master would be spitting mad at such defeat. He would spit angry words. And so he should, for I am not worthy of his legacy. Neat. We're just kinda cruising along here. Piece of cake? Oh no. I must congratulate you for reaching the 93rd gate. You are formidable. You are also unfortunate, for you will be launched upon by me, Fuzzy on Face. My attacks will reach your very essence. I will bound upon you without remorse. I will chew on your hat. I will bite your forehead. I will snack on your soul. I can only hope you have seasoned yourself well so that I do not grow ill. Is your face ready? Then let us do battle. Fear. Yeah, once they get moving, then it's like, trying to land a hit is just so difficult. I must hide my face. I cannot believe you defeated me. What is your secret? Do you have fuzziness on your face already? I must know the answer. I'm scared. Well, at this point, we actually might as well pop both items, because, yeah. And both super shrooms. I'll keep the slimy shroom for later, just in case, but... You have reached the 94th gate. The end is near for you, as you must now face the gaudy gilded Glitz Blade. Fear not, challenger, for you will die today with pizzazz. Yeah, about that. Again, they all do that for some reason. You have tarnished my glitz. Like, can they move in 3D? I bow to your skill. With heavy heart, I cast away my bejeweled helmet. I do not deserve to wear it, for you are the glitziest in all the land. It really is the tiny ones that I think are actually the hardest for me to fight. Like, it's just very inconsistent landing a hit. Tanuki! The feral howl of Cloak of Tanuki grips you with shaggy terror. One moment woolly, the next sheer granite. I guard the 95th gate with beastly rage. What side will you face? Unshorn animal or rigid statue? Tanuki! I don't know if I jump or... Never mind, that was definitely fire. My cloak is ripped. The Tanuki is a rare animal, even more rare is the victory against it. Savor this great conquest, interloper, for the shaggy beast is not easily tamed. Keep telling yourself that. Again, that was like the easiest fight we've had in a very long time. Home stretch. Kneel worthless dog before the 96th gate. I'm coin harvester without remorse. Do you enjoy your free time? Do you enjoy lounging about playing games? You'll enjoy nothing! Once I've bested you, I'll put you to work gathering wealth for me. You'll eat the grit of road dust as your ceaseless toil flows without ebb. And I will recline and enjoy tasty noodles brought with the very sweat of your brow. And now I harvest your soul. That is extremely specific. Oh no, Jurg. Where the hell is Merly? Was it my fault I lost? No, of course not. I just need better equipment and more harvesters. Do you know anyone willing to work for a little pay, no benefits, and verbal abuse? I mean... Have you tried asking around Merly's mansion? I don't think they actually enjoy it, is the problem. Look skyward, Challenger. I'm pitched on Wind's Breath, protector of the 97th gate. The air is without master, and I float upon the paths of its whimsy. Though I stand before you, my warrior spirit is above your shoulders. I loiter innocent until the time grows to full ripeness, then I swoop. My floating blanket will enshroud you, your fallen form. You will snuggle for eternity. What does that even mean? Oh my god. Phew. I fall from grace. Oof, that did a lot of damage. You have studied at the hands of a leaping master, clearly. Admirable. Most warriors fall hypnotized by my rhythmic swaying, but not you. My floating blanket meant to be your funeral shroud, instead is your victory cape. Hey, math time. How many are left? Like 2? You are lazy. You require more training at the shocking hand of Sensei Roughpuff. It is here at the 98th gate that you will learn the hardest lesson to swallow. It is a powerful new stomping technique. Is it a powerful new stomping technique? No! You are too lazy for that. Instead, you get lesson 1, humility. Please don't jump. Okay, cool. You are ungrateful. Okay, 2 more now. You are young and lazy. You do not value the lesson of your sensei. No matter, you will learn the lesson of humility with your next challenge. Yeah, I don't know why this game needed 3 100-room challenges. It's a bit overkill. I'm Pit of Crying Shames, Crusher of Hope, Stomper of Dreams. To fight me is to fight 100 fearsome slobbering warriors. Many have ventured to conquer me, all leave with tear-stained cheeks. Those who challenge me here at the 99th gate have much to lose. It makes their sad, sad tears all the sweeter to drink. Slurp. What's with all the slurping? They really like that word for some reason. Okay, been a little feisty. Also a lot of health. No, the ground is wet with the sad tears of my defeat. I hope you slip on them and fall all the way back to the first samurai. Alright, here we go. Final samurai. And so you arrive at last. Is this place you seek the 100th gate. I'm end boss, greatest of all the samurais. It's my duty as end boss to laugh at your feeble party and proclaim your doom. Shall we begin, Challenger? Ha, you're pathetic. Prepare to be crushed as the universe withers. That we stopped that already. Actually, this is a good setup. Oh my god. Roll credits. That was anticlimactic. How did I do? How I've been preparing for a big scene for years. I was worried about that final line though. Was the end boss enough? No, I knew I should have gone with something about the wailing of all creatures. I was only worried that it would be too over the top. Enough talk. King Samurai waits you in the next room. Go now, champion. Cool. I just like playing Peach because gender, if I'm being honest. But here we go, we're actually done. Oh, bravo! Your jaws are agape at the spectacle of your warrior prowess, Challenger. I never imagined I'd be the victor. Didn't all that savage combat get boring? But I digress. I'm true to my word and shall grant you my greatest treasures. You got a Goombella card, you got a Koops card, you got a Madame Flurry card, you got a Yoshi card, you got a Vivian card, you got an Animal Bobbery card, you got a Miss Mouse card. Ahem. Well, you see, I planned on bestowing up your heart to you, but it's gone. Instead, I present you with these other royal treasures. My charity knows no bounds. Well, that's the end of that. Your battle's over. We were all most entertained. Should you find yourself in our kingdom again someday, do drop in for a melee. Farewell, champion. And with that, we have done all of the major combat challenges in Super Paper Mario. Oh my god, that was a lot of combat. Oof, that took a long time. It took almost 2 hours, so I was actually like an hour and a half, I guess, so my gut check was not entirely incorrect. So hey, we did it. We got through it. We got 10 minutes. Well, we've got like 11 minutes left. So I guess we can try to show off one more thing real quick. If I can find the elevator. Again, Merly did not really help us out. And we got a level up at the literal point where we didn't really need it, unfortunately. So that was a bit of a bummer, but it's fine. So, the last thing I want to show for this playthrough is I want to go all the way to the final underground area. One Easter egg, first of all, is if we jump into the water here where we dropped off the fish. It is a lot bigger, has babies, and is definitely eating things that are falling into the water. So we did a good job there, clearly. But also, we have this arcade here. I don't know what your deal is. Bizarre, the melodious master musician here, I'm noticed only as the internet. You like any music you heard so far and it is yours. I can call it like that. And it's just 10 coins per song. So want to take a listen? Nope. Oh, are we talking about a gargantuan bum out here? You don't want any tunes? Hey, maybe next time. The internet power's down. So that's like to listen to music. Come on in, take a load off. This is the bed for Atrium down low, the underwear. I'm the owner of this joint, the name's Garson, so yeah, welcome and all that. Listen, in my line of work I hear gossip, even gossip I don't care about, but who knows, somebody might care about this stuff, maybe even you. So yeah, if you ever want to talk, you know right where to find me. You know where to find me, right here. For just a few coins, I'll tell you some interesting stories, no joke. So that's basically, yeah, similar to the flop side version. But at one shop, there's a hidden arcade. With minigames. So let's do a quick scan of what these are. Wait, these cost tokens to play. So there's Forget Me Not, which you use the pointer to like do a memory game. Mansion Patrol, which is like you use the pointer to shoot at the booze. And Tilt Island, which is tilting the Wii Remote to keep Mario from hitting enemies and collecting food that drops. This game takes 10 flipside tokens. Give it a whirl. Unfortunately, I do not have flipside tokens. You don't have enough flipside tokens to play. Cool. I also don't really have much money. Oh, I'm most pleased. Another gaming customer has found us. Welcome to the Palace of Gaming Pleasure, the arcade. I'm the master of this fine establishment. You may call me the Interchat. It's a pleasure to rob you, meet you. Now that the introductions are out of the way, let me tell you about this place. This is the arcade, a place for gamers to enjoy gaming. To play games, you must first purchase flipside tokens. Just come see me with a few coins and I'll give you the tokens you need. But you cannot return tokens for coins, so be careful. Oh, so careful, gamer. Once you have some tokens, enter this neato entry to the left. You can play fun games until you run out of tokens. You'll love it, gamer. Now I have crucial information. Get a good score to receive tokens back. Collect a lot of tokens and turn them in for wonderful prizes. Play the games, get good, then earn prizes, gamer. Oh, arcade, it is paradise. That ends my explanation. Now do you see how wonderful this place is, gamer? Now what? Hold on a moment, gamer. Is that a golden card you clutch in your hand? Pardon my insolence, valued gamer. Please access our elite game immediately. You can play a new game. So the valued gamer, how can I bring you gaming pleasure today? How many do these cost? It's not great. The Interchat looks forward to your next fabulous visit, Relentless Gamer. Again, if we had more time at the end of this stream, I would probably show these off in more detail. But given that we are basically at end of stream, I think I'm just gonna quickly run down them all. Flip panels over with A to find 2 of the same picture, find all the pairs to clear a round. But mess up 3 times in a round and your game is over. This game takes 10 flipside tokens, give it a whirl. Take aim at those pesky boos with A and drive them away. Wait too long and the boos will close in and damage you. Stay alive to advance. If a boo hits you 3 times, you can kiss your tokens goodbye. Tilt the Wii remote to dodge the following enemies and grab the tasty desserts. Get a certain number of desserts to clear the round. But if you get hurt 3 times, your game is over. And the elite minigame is Hammer Whacker. This game takes 20 flipside tokens. Give it a whirl. Swing the Wii remote downward when the shell gets close to send it back. If you do it just right, you can take out your opponent and win the round. But if you get hurt 3 times, your game is over. So it's a timing minigame. Timing minigame with motion controls. Does that sound fun? No? You would probably be correct. The idea of like a split-second timing minigame involving a Wii remote is just as fun as you'd imagine it would be, which is not very. Also worth mentioning about that is if you, God, what am I even trying to say here? But yeah, it's like a timing thing. I think the closer it gets to hitting you, like, the better the damage against your opponent is. But I also want to show off there's like a card shop. Hello, welcome to my shop, Catch a Dream. We sell novels so small they fit on cards. First time here. Right now, we're available for purchase today. We have card bags and catch cards. A card bag is a little satchel that holds a single filled catch card. You won't know the character on it until you purchase it. Oh, such heady excitement. Catch card is an amazing thing. Use it on an enemy and the foe turns into a card, but you can use them but once, but if your foe is too powerful, it might not work. And if you have cards you no longer need, I would be glad to purchase them. Such are my wares, my dear prospective customers. Do you want to hear that again? No. And just what might I do for you do for you this fine day? Sure. Oh, mysterious card bag. Just what might you hold? Pick your bag and find out. Oh. Interesting. That would be 10 coins. Is that satisfactory? Sure. Inside the bag, lurk Ninjon. Take it, for it is yours. You got a Ninjon card. Cool. Care to plunge into the mystery of yet another card bag? Nope. I must thank you heartily. Return it another day. Speaking of heartily, it makes me want to play Final Fantasy VIII. I keep thinking about that. Like, I keep thinking about how much I want to play FF8, because it's one of the ones I haven't played yet. And it's like, oh, do I want to start an RPG right now? Is that a good idea? My brain is telling me that's not a good idea to start an RPG on my spare time. But who knows? Oh yeah, that's how this works. There's also a card shop on this in Flopside, and I don't remember the difference between them. I'm gonna check real quick. Yo, you're standing in Fondest Hopes. The card shop selling hope for coins. Never been here? Yeah, well, what we got here are your basic caught cards and catch card SPs. Caught cards are really awesome, they got characters on them. We sell caught cards for different prices depending on how, you know, rare they are. Use a catch card SP on your basic baddie and you'll capture the dude. These cards are good at catching your enemies, but you can only use them once. If you bring the cards you don't need here, I'll buy them off you, no question. You wanna hear that all again or what? Yo, what you need? So, you can buy set cards this way. You don't have to do the random gacha system. Thanks for the shopping and head back this way again. Obviously it's more expensive than just getting the random pull, but it is guaranteed, so that is the benefit there. Again, the only things I'm not doing on stream are the cards, because my god, there's 256 cards. The recipes, because there's 96 and I have to farm for ingredients. And also the maps from Flim, or Flam, I forget which one has them. But I am, like, kind of just wanting to get a move on. And, like, trying to grind up money to get the maps is gonna take a long time. So, I think I'm content leaving it here, having completed the, all of the enemy gauntlets and like super bosses. Yeah, I think I'm content leaving things off here for Super Paper Mario. I had a great time with this game. I laughed, I cried. The whole gamut of emotions were felt in this playthrough. I had a very fun time with this game. And I hope everyone did too. I highly recommend it if you have an opportunity to play this. It's a game that means a lot to me, hence why it's in this series to begin with. And yeah, it was just as fun as I remembered. And definitely even hit harder than I was expecting to in a few moments. Wow, I am tired. I think the stress of doing this much streaming in one day all just kind of hit. Like, damn, I locked the heck in here, and I am pooped. Hi, I hope everyone enjoyed. That was a lot of fun. Schedule for the week. Friday I might stream. It'll probably be something like a one-off, and then we'll start Galaxy on Monday. Wednesday, or Monday will be Galaxy, as I just said, Super Mario Galaxy. Wednesday will be probably a one-off, unless I really lock in on Galaxy, and then Galaxy will be back on Friday, most likely. I wanted to actually do the schedule, but I keep locking into games to the point where it's like, oh shoot, I'm not actually alternating like I say I'm going to. Oops. Oh, one more thing. There's actually a special title. Thanks to you, every world is safe. We are grateful for your selflessness and courage. At least that's what I think she would say. So that's kind of a nice little line. Tiptron trying to thank us on behalf of Tippy. Alrighty, for real though, I'm glad I remembered to show that, actually. I almost forgot. But yes, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, you can follow for notifications of when I go live in the future. I also have a YouTube channel for edited down streams to an episodic format. I have a VOD channel for archives of existing streams. I have a Blue Sky for posting updates and just various things, live reposting. I have a Ko-Fi as a tip jar. We do have a donation goal going, though, like the throne, which is for gift giving, and all additional support is completely optional, but greatly appreciated. And with that being said, I am pooped. I feel like I need to crash, so I might just sign out here. I was just quickly scanning through on channels where it's like that I feel like I could easily do a raid for, and it's like, I don't know if I have it in me to try to formulate a raid message right now, so I might just call it here. So yeah, thank you all for watching. This, again, meant a lot to me, getting to play through this game again. Very, very much had a good time with it. And we'll be back very soon with more streams, hopefully. Good night, everybody. Take care.